We want to thank all of the parents for participating and most importantly for allowing your sons, your daughters to participate in extracurricular activities. Starting off with number 2, Jesus Bocanegra. He's accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Juan and Maria Bocanegra.
Check.
Number 3, David Ibarra. With him, Cipriana Espinosa and Juan Castillo. Number 4, Joe De Leon, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Joe G. De Leon Jr. Number 7, Timmy Serna. With him are Mr. and Mrs. Eddie and Kim Serna. Number 8, Aaron Burciaga, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Aaron and Cecilia Burciaga. With Aaron also are his sisters, Caitlin and Kayla. Number 9, Nathan Alvarado. With him, Naomi Alvarado.
This one? C1, C2.
Number 10, Randy Lopez. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Richard and Sylvia Lopez. Number 11, Joseph Martinez. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Maribel Rodriguez. Number 13, Dominic Elmore. With him, his mother, Leticia Gomez. Number 15, Dominic Flores, with him, Marisa Rios and his grandpa, Juan Flores. Number 16, Omar Peña, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Omar and Melba Peña. Number 18, Roel Gonzalez, with him, Mr. and Mrs. Scott. Number 20, Joe Cuellar, accompanied by Maria D. Cuellar, Sheila Cuellar, and Maria F. Cuellar. Number 21, Matthew Alvarez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Tony and Nilda Alvarez. Number 22, John Rojas, accompanied by his mother, Norma Rojas. Number 23, Francisco Jimenez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Juan and Marta Jimenez. Number 24, Sabino Reina. Accompanying him is Miss Francisca Reina. Number 25, Jacob Rivera. accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. David and Nora Rivera. Number 26, Chris Garcia. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Rick and Nancy Garcia. Number 27, Servando Herrera. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Servando Herrera and Sister Victoria. Number 29, Arik Hernandez, accompanied by his mother, Anita Kellogg. Number 32, Ralph Garcia, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Jose Luis Garcia and brother Joe. Number 33, Luis Lucio, accompanied by Claudio and Yolanda Lucio. Number 34, Lionel Anciso, accompanied by his mom, Maria Elena Anciso, and dad, Lionel Anciso. Number 28, Damian Piñon, accompanied by Coach Tony Villarreal. Number 37, Kevin Lopez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Pedro and Aurora Lopez. Number 39, Javier Guevara, accompanied by Myra Guevara, Uncle George Valdez, and Sister Brandy. Number 40, Ryan Flores, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Flores. Number 45, Michael Sainz, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. David and Belia Sainz. Number 46, Jimmy Montes, accompanied by his mother, Victoria Montes, and brother Jimmy. Number 50, Derek Lopez, accompanied by his mom, Dina Lopez. Number 36, Ernesto Tafoya, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Ernesto and Maria Tafoya. Number 52, Eliseo Peña, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Eliseo and Johnny Peña. And his family. Number 53, Aaron Vega. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Andres and Sylvia Vega. Also, his sister Adrian.
He almost backed me.
Number 55, Mauricio Verdin, accompanied by his mother, Raquel Verdin. Number 57, Anselmo Torres, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Anselmo and Rosie Torres. Number 58, Danny Rodriguez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Robert and Margaret Camargo. Number 62, Gilbert Vasquez. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert and Veronica Vasquez. Number 64, Arnold Castillo. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Arnold and Judith Castillo. Number 51, Conrad Rocha. With him, his mother, Norma Rocha, and his sisters. Number 65, Larry Cardenas, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Larry and Alicia Cardenas. Number 66, Alex Luera, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Severo and Angie Luera. Number 68, Michael Zuniga. With him is mother, Norma Zuniga, and brother, Manuel Zuniga. Number 69, I.J. Garcia. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Smiley and Nelda Garcia. Number 70, Luis Castillo. With him, his mother, Leticia Ramirez. Number 71, Jesse Garza. With him, his mother, Elvira Tamez, and sister, Diamond Garza. Number 74, Michael Gonzalez. With him, Melissa Casas and Daniel Moreno. Number 75, Michael Campos. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Jaime and Mari Campos. Number 76, Rudy Sanchez. With him, his mother, Maria Sanchez, and brother, David. Number 80, R.C. Cervantes. With him, Isabel Cantu, Roy de la Rosa, and sister Audrey. Number 83, Sixto Rodriguez. With him, his parents, Sixto Rodriguez and Griselda Rodriguez. Number 84, Wesley Torres. With him, his dad, David Torres, and Aunt Mary Cano. Number 85, Marco Rivas. With him, his uncle Michael Valdez and mother Rodicela Salazar. Number 86, Jacob Chapa. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Eddie and Blanca Chapa and sister Angela. Number 87, Fred Lozoya. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Fred and Thelma Lozoya. Number 89, Jacob Lugo. With him, his grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Raul and Janie Rios. Number 12, Brandon Arce. With him, Mr. and Mrs. Desi and Maria Arce. Number 35, Michael Thompson. With him, his mother, Jolinda Thompson. And number 90, Jose Montiel. With him, Coach Jimmy Ortiz. Number 38, Sergio Pompa, accompanied by Coach Rossmore. And now the parents and the varsity cheerleaders. Varsity head cheerleader Elizabeth Glasgow, accompanied by Mrs. Linda Ellengrud. Varsity head cheerleader Itzel Cepeda, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Lauro and Rosie Cepeda and sister Laura Cepeda. Varsity cheerleader Mona Martinez, accompanied by Mrs. Marcy Martinez. Varsity cheerleader Melinda Martinez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Jose Martinez. Varsity cheerleader Elizabeth Palomo, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Miguel and Isaura Palomo and brother Miguel Palomo Jr. Varsity cheerleader Hillary Perez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Roy and Edna Perez and sister Valerie Perez. Varsity cheerleader Hillary Petch, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Randy and Cindy Petch. Varsity cheerleader Shelby Salinas, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Mike and Yoli Salinas. Varsity cheerleader Chantel Valdez, accompanied by Mrs. Maida Garcia and brother RJ Garcia. Varsity cheerleader Jamie Bailly, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Jaime and Betty Bailly. Varsity cheerleader Alyssa Echevarria, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Noe and Mary Echevarria. Varsity cheerleader Desiree Estevanes, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Michelle Estevanes. Varsity cheerleader Stephanie Garza, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Conrado and Rosie Garza, brother Trey and sister Brittany Garza. Varsity cheerleader Yasmin Garza, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Senaido and Hilda Garza. Varsity cheerleader Michelle Hill, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. David and Nympha Hill. Varsity cheerleader Alexa Mora, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Alex and Ruby Mora. Varsity cheerleader Nadine Navarro, accompanied by Norma Navarro and brother Bo Navarro. Varsity cheerleader Maritza Romo, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Rick and Angie Romo. Varsity cheerleader Amanda Sainz, accompanied by grandfather Mr. Armando Rodriguez and Mrs. Erica Garcia. Varsity cheerleader Brittany Smith, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Darrell and Cindy Smith, and brothers Brian and Darrell Jr., and sister Summer Smith. Varsity cheerleader Josh Gonzalez, accompanied by Mr. and Mrs. Christopher and Olivia Gonzalez, and brother Michael and Chris, and sister Ashley Gonzalez. And varsity cheerleader Mark Jacobo, accompanied by Mrs. Alma Jacobo and sister Lizette Jacobo. Once again, let's have a big round of applause for all of the parents and all of the people participating in extracurricular activities here at Weslaco High. Cheerleaders, players, thank you for allowing your sons and daughters to participate in WISD extracurricular activities.
And now, please join us as Terry Peña and Andrea Ruiz, representing the junior class, honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
First time Joey and I have really been here working the game. It's a brand new renovated Bobby Lackey Stadium. We're not quite in the press box, Joey, but it's a beautiful view out there tonight and a great game coming up.
Well, if you're afraid of heights, we are way up here, Terry. We're up 78 steps up here in Bobby Lackey Stadium. It's kind of fun to be up this high and see the game from this vantage point. We got a good game ahead of us, Terry. We got the Edinburg Bobcats coming in off 2 losses, looking for their first win. And Terry, we talked about this off air, and Bobcats got their first win last year against the Panthers and started a very good season for them. And they're looking to start off again this season with a win against the Panthers. Hopefully, we can come off that disappointing loss against Rio Grande City last week and overcome some of the injuries that we had and have a success here at Bobby Lackey Stadium.
Well, I look at this game, and we got 2 teams getting ready to start the district season in another week, and both of them are trying to maybe put a stamp on their team as they get ready. I think both of these teams are hungry for a victory. They want to start that district season on a good note, and boy, what a night we got for football. Just beautiful out here. Not a little bit of wind, but not much. I don't think it's going to be a factor. Just a beautiful, beautiful night here in the Rio Grande Valley to watch some football.
And Terry, the Bobcats start off with getting the ball first. And let me tell you, their offense is pretty strong. Number 1, Menchaca is the guy you need to look for. Keep the ball away from him because he's fast and he's got some great hands.
All right, Bocanegra is going to kick off for Weslaco. End over end kick. Way down near the end zone, about the 2-yard line, picked up there. Let's see what the special teams can do. Oh, they miss a tackle, still on their feet, 35, and down at the 36. We saw this before. This is an area that I'm sure they've been working on a lot. On the tackle, David Ibarra for Weslaco, run out to the 37. I thought they had him back around the 20, but he broke 1 tackle, and he got some good blocking up the field. And Edinburg is going to start out on the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it, Terry. Look, Menchaca, like I told you, is one of the fastest players for Edinburg High. He's the main go-to guy when they go through the air, and he's a return guy as well. So watch Menchaca. He's a big deal in this offense.
All right, handoff inside. Whoa, big tackle up. Oh, Nelly. Big defensive stop that time. On the run, number 45, Freddie Guajardo. And he didn't get anything. We're going to watch the replay here, Joey.
Michael Zuniga was in on that tackle as well.
Big number 68, Michael Zuniga, and he was almost a solo tackle. No gain on the play. Ball on about the 40, actually about the 36 to 7-yard line. Beautiful. We're about 10 rows to 20 rows higher than we were last year, and get a good viewpoint from this vantage point. We're at about the 40-yard line, so we're almost down in front of us where they are. Out of a shotgun. Looking to the right, got a receiver out there, drops the ball. Oh my. And who is that quarterback? Number 18, is that number 16? Who is the quarterback?
Escobar.
Number 10. Number 10.
That's Escobar. He's a righty. He can run pretty good. You know, I'm surprised that Edinburg's not running him right to the right-hand side. That's one of their favorite plays. Quarterback sweep right. And maybe we'll see that later on in the game, but that's one of their favorite plays. Of course, Edinburg very famous for running their sweeps with their quarterback.
Escobar, you say he's the man, the go-to
Escobar,
man?
number 10.
Right, he's the go-to man.
Menchaca's number 1.
Menchaca, okay. Over the middle, got a receiver out there. Oh, they're going to get the first down at the 49-yard line. They got the receiver that time, number 15, I believe.
Number 5.
Or 5, rather. And that's Steve Trevino.
And Steve Trevino is one of those returning lettermans. They did a little crisscross here, gave Steve Trevino the ball and want him to run with it. He's one of their good runners, and if he's in open field, he's hard to catch.
Well, I think Menchaca is coming on the field. I'm not sure if that's him, one or not. I'm still having problems with the numbers. I brought some binoculars tonight, but we've got our monitor working, so we'll be watching that as well.
Menchaca is looking like he's on the top of our screen, very top in the slot out there.
2 receivers to the far side here, out of a shotgun, and handoff to the inside man. Got some blocking, but not much. There's a good defense by the Panthers that time.
And that's a run, Terry, that they want to do is keep you honest, keep your guys inside, not rushing the quarterback. Because if you get upfield too much, the running back's going to pass you.
36 is the runner. That's Deendrick Maxwell, and he got about 2 on the play. Second down at about 8 as they get the ball into Panther territory.
And Terry, we always talked about being home and how welcome it is to be home. We have nothing like our scoreboard, nothing like our guys and our camera guys. We have the replay guys.
Oh yeah, everybody's here tonight.
This is wonderful to be home. We've been gone for 2 weeks.
No place like home, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
We were at a stadium last week that just was not very comfortable up there.
I felt like we were weaving back and forth.
How so?
In the press box, we were in the second deck of the press box. And,
We're not even in the press box. This is more comfortable than where we were last week.
well, we're still outside here, but second down and 8.
Okay, well,
Coach Villarreal has called a timeout. He'll do that. Not so much to give them a break, but to kind of assess after about 4 or 5 plays what the other team is trying to do here.
Well, Terry, let me give you a little breakdown of their offense, Edinburg's offense. They have a couple of good linemen. They have 8 returning lettermen from offense and defense coming back. Their offensive line is pretty good. They're anchored by Eleazar. He's one of their best offensive linemen, number 72. He's a pretty big guy out there. You'll see him out there. They like to pull him a lot.
All right, here we go. Under center this time. The reverse coming to the left side, trying to get outside. And breaking a tackle was Menchaca. Looked like they had him at the line of scrimmage that time, but Menchaca, who's not that big, was able to bust a tackle.
Well, Terry, I beg to differ. Menchaca may look skinny on there, but he's a pretty tall kid. He's got a pretty good build to him, and he can get up there and get the ball. I think he's a basketball player as well, so you know he can get the speed going.
All right, the ball on the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Last time they had 3rd down situation, Joey, they passed the ball, got that little flare pass, and was able to move the sticks.
3rd down, 3rd and 5 in the Bobcats.
So let's see what's going on. He's going to drop back to throw. Straight back drop. He's got a man over on the sideline, and this time the pass was intended for Menchaca, but the pass was not there. It was incomplete. And I don't think the receiver didn't have a chance at that one.
No, it was
Still
just
down and out, and
yeah.
just wasn't there.
Yeah, miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. He had good coverage on it, though.
All right, here we go. Special teams. Always an interesting part of the offense.
I think their quarterback is a punter, Terry, as well.
Okay, let's see. Get a number on him.
Number 10.
Okay, is that who it is?
Yep.
All right, so the kicker is number 10. That's Isaac Escobar. Nobody back for Weslaco. In fact, quick kick right in the middle there. And let's say, I hope that thing gets a roll. But nope, they're going to down it at about the, inside the 10-yard line to about the 8.
Yeah, it took a Bobcat bounce.
Well, he got a good kick, and considering he wasn't that far behind the line of scrimmage, he's lucky he didn't have that thing blocked.
Yeah, but we've talked about this with quarterbacks being the punter. You've got to watch out and respect the fact that he can throw the ball or run with it at the same time. Escobar is a good runner as well, so you've got to respect it. You can't go in for the block because you never know what's going to happen.
Let's see who gets to start at quarterback. It's Nathan Alvarado. He's going to start at quarterback tonight.
And don't expect a two-headed quarterback for tonight.
Not tonight?
For tonight.
Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to get one tonight.
In at quarterback, number 9, Nathan Alvarado.
We've got an I formation, a very standard formation here. As Weslaco's had to adjust. Back, the tailback's got the ball, and that is Burciaga. So Burciaga getting his first start of the season tonight.
Carry, number 8,
and I expect some good things from him. Remember, the first week he sat out, Last week he got a few plays in there, Joey, but this time he is going to get the start.
Starting lineup.
And since last year, Terry, we really like Burciaga. He's one of the best players,
yeah.
I think, on the Panthers offense.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Yeah.
Crackback block.
Yeah. That's one of those plays you need to get your helmet in front of the player. Don't put it behind him because you're going to get that call every single time.
Now it's going to take it back down to about the 5 or 6 yard line.
But going back to Burciaga, we talked about him being such a great dynamic player for the Panthers. Sophomore that last year, now he's a junior. We expect some great things from him this year as well as next year.
This is something that has haunted the Panthers so far, and that is penalties. And let's see if they can cut back on that, because when you get into the big games in the district, that's the one area of the team you really want to bring down. Inside handoff, coming the other way, looks like Rojas, and he's not going to get anything. They're just going to pound him down at about the 5 yard line. They were waiting for that call.
Yeah, they went back to the slot T offense, and he was looking for a hole, could not find anything, Terry.
Got it back to maybe the 5 yard line. That's going to bring up second down at about 12 or 13. That first penalty was only about 3 or 4 yards because it's half the distance to the goal. But we saw 2 weeks ago in the opener where they had 17 penalties for 135 yards. Last week they did cut it down to 8 penalties. And so you really want to keep those penalties under 5 if you can. I'm sure every coach knows you're going to get a few, but if you can keep it under 5, you're doing well. Here's a handoff, inside handoff to Burciaga, and they're going to bring him down at about the 12 or 13 yard line. But Burciaga, the carrier, number 70 for Weslaco, out in front, blocking the way, and that's Luis Castillo leading the offense and leading the rushing. And now, Joey, it looks like they've got about third down and about 4 or 5 yards to go.
And watch this, Luis Castillo holding his arm. Not a good sign for a lineman if you're holding your arm after getting up off the ground.
Yeah, he led the blocking. But nice little run by Burciaga.
Big hole too.
Yep.
I mean, just closed up pretty quickly.
So here we go, third down. This is a big third down play. I'm sure the Panthers want to keep the sticks moving here. Handoff coming wide. That's Rojas does a fake and a spin, but they're going to get him again, and he's not going to get any gain on the play. This time he did not have an opening, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long. And all of a sudden now we're going to have to punt the ball.
Well, one thing,
this is an adventure.
And when you run a slot T offense, or you run it up against a slot T offense, one thing you want to do is make sure that your corners stay in their place. Make sure that they're looking for stuff that's coming around. And look at this play, and you see Rojas running to the sideline, getting ready to turn the corner. And who's there? The cornerback in his position, ready to stop him. Unfortunate for us, they're disciplined in
Get a number on that.
Back to punt, number 24, Sabino
24,
Reina.
Sabino Reina. God, he's doing everything. He's a left-handed kick. Good kick.
Wow.
Whoa, good kick. Back to about the 47 yard line. And the Panthers in pursuit. And down to maybe the 45. Nice kick by Sabino Reina.
And that's what you need from your kicker,
Yeah.
nice and high. Keep it up there a long time so your players can go and cover the punt.
Didn't know Sabino was a left footer.
We're getting surprised by these young kids.
Yep.
Joe De Leon.
That was a great kick. That's one of the best kicks we've seen all year, really,
Yeah.
for punts. Well, but it still gives Edinburgh an opportunity with the ball inside of Panther territory.
Not a good thing, Terry, when your defense is constantly on the back of
And
the
we
heels.
saw it, not last week so much, we saw it against Harlingen South where they were backed up all night long. But the defenses look good so far. Hand off, cutting wide, still on their feet, but not more than about 2 or 3 yards. Good tackling that time by the Panthers.
What Edinburg offense wants to do is every single time they carry the ball, 2 or 3 yards, 2 or 3 yards. So it comes down to a third down play. It's third and short, and it leaves it wide open to pass or run, something to that effect. That they can do almost anything they want in their offense.
Well, Edinburgh's played some pretty good competition their first couple of weeks, so.
And their 0-2 record is not, an indication of what this team.
Close games.
And this is a big offensive line, Terry. So our defensive guys need to really stay in their places.
The biggest thing that's hurt them, they've had some turnovers late in the ball game that has hurt them. Inside handoff again, and one more time the Panther defense has come to the fore. I'll tell you, the defensive game they played against Harlingen South was awesome.
Hand off to number 45.
And you look at number 90, Jose Montiel. He got some great pressure up there. You got the defensive line making great pressure. When you have your defensive line making penetration, it's going to make your linebackers much easier for them to make the tackle.
Freddie Guajardo was the ball carrier. Didn't get much. In fact, that's going to bring up about third down rather than 6. The ball at about the 41 yard line. They need to go to the 35. Escobar, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Looks left. He's got a man out there. And let's see if they can bring him down. He's breaking tackles, but they're not going to get a first down. This time they were able to contain him and did a nice job on the tackling. Dominic Elmore, one of the tacklers out there.
Defensively stopping number 5.
And, you know, all three passes tonight, Terry, have been to Steve Torino.
Right.
Not a single pass thrown towards, one pass only, towards Menchaca.
Yeah.
Who's Menchaca, their main guy, but Steve Torino getting a pretty good workout tonight.
Let me tell you the other guy on that tackle besides Dominic Elmore, Sabino Reyna, who we've seen taking snaps at quarterback. We've also seen him kicking the ball, and now he's playing defense. This guy is like
Slash.
Yeah, he's the popcorn seller on this team. He does everything.
He's Slash.
All right, Escobar. Boy, not much. Another kick. Let's hope this one gets into the end zone. No, I don't know.
Go, get out of there.
Oh, it got out of bounds. Yep. Well, both times their kicks have been what they call the coffin corner, inside the 20. This one down to the 6-yard line. This was even better than the last one.
Yeah, and those pooch kicks are, again, Terry, what can he do about a pooch kick that's coming from the quarterback?
Well, what he's doing is one of the outside receivers going down the field is able to get down there and bat it back if he has to, you know.
Yeah.
But here we go again, second time for the Panther offense. Let's see if they're going to go to Burciaga. They've tried to go Rojas outside a couple times. That hasn't worked. But the thing about John Rojas, you can stop him 4 times in a row. The 5th time, he might take it 80 yards.
Yeah, you better not make a mistake with him because he's going to be right down your throat.
He is the breakaway back in this team.
On the Panthers.
So another timeout for the Panthers here, halfway or into the first period rather. That's 2 in one period. They got 1 left before halftime.
We've talked about this many times, Terry. Coach Tony DeVee is not afraid to use the timeouts.
No.
They're there for you to be used.
All right. 4:59 to go in the first quarter. No score between Weslaco and Edinburg High. Two of the great programs in the Rio Grande Valley.
Well, Terry, you know, during the summer or during the beginning of football season, you had the 100 years of football. Did you see that? And both programs were up there on having such storied programs.
Dinner makes a difference.
All right, here we go. Let's try it. Both teams back on the field. We got commercials going on the scoreboard, and we've got the real thing down on the field. First down and 10.
As we celebrate Family Day on Monday, September 28th.
Handoff. Burciaga trying to get wide. Cuts back at the 5, still going. 10, maybe the 13-yard line. Nice little run. Aaron Burciaga is a tough-nosed runner. He will get you those tough yards every time.
The last 3 or 4 yards was all Burciaga. Look at this there. Nate lost the handle there for a little bit. Gave Burciaga. Burciaga looked in the hole, run straight up north and south. Last couple of yards getting hit, taking people with him.
He got 8 or 9 in the play. Second down in short yardage. I'm sure they want to move the sticks here. Weslaco still has one of the better offenses in the valley. Man in motion. That's is that Cervantes?
Yes, Cervantes.
And he's going to be up around the 16-yard line. They throw him out of bounds, but he's going to be real close to a first down depending on where they mark the ball.
And Cervantes is one of those dangerous players that we have. He was very quiet against Rio Grande State last week, but very active against Huntington South.
Thomas Solis.
So we need him to be active this game.
Well, it's how you match up a lot of times. RC is not a big guy, but he's got some speed. He's a smooth runner. And like I said, we're at the beginning, the feeling out stage of the game, so to speak.
Well, most of these guys, Terry, are young guys. So, you know, this feeling out period would not only be at the beginning of the season, but at the beginning of this game as well.
Oh yeah, for both these teams. I mean, both of them are coming off losses, so they're right now. Both of them are trying to get that all-important win. Handoff up the middle, got the first down, I believe. Is that Burciaga again? Nope.
No, that was
On the
Rojas.
carry up the middle,
Rojas.
number 32, Ralph.
Ralph
excuse
Garcia. We're still struggling with these uniform numbers. That's why I'm watching the monitor. That's who it is, Ralph Garcia, number 32. And they moved the sticks. In fact, he got about 5 or 6 yards in the play, Joey.
Now that they moved us way up here, Terry, it's a lot harder to see the numbers.
That's why I want the monitor's great. I can see everything on the monitor. You know, I brought you some glasses to look through if you get to them here. Handoff again, maybe some blocking. 20, breaks back, 25, and 30, and out of bounds is John Rojas. That's what we were talking about. His best run of the night, John Rojas.
Flag on the sideline,
Good
Terry.
running down
Okay.
by number 22,
Let's see what
John
this is all
I
Rojas.
didn't get to see. I just saw the flag go up in the air.
It might be an illegal movement by the Panthers. I thought I saw the right tackle maybe move just a second, but let's see how it works out here.
You know, Terry, I don't know if it's the comfortable seats or
We have a dead
or
ball.
it may be this game, but
On the
everybody's kind of
defense,
quiet.
Personal foul. 15-yard penalty.
Oh, that's a good one. We haven't had that one go for us all year.
Yeah, we need something that
Edinburg,
good.
yes. Yeah.
We need something that good to happen, especially on a drive like this where you're getting good yardage off your first running backs. That's what we need.
First and 10.
All right, the ball on the 48-yard line. Weslaco moving. This drive started at their own 6 after a punt.
Alternative to an early education.
Cervantes is going to be in motion. Let's see what happens here. Nope, we go the other way with Burciaga. 50, down to about the 47 or 48-yard line. That's twice now he's lost his helmet. You're going to have to put some super glue on that thing or something.
He likes
Twice now he's lost his helmet.
He likes contact. I mean, he's looking for contact every single. He lost his shoe too. Look at him.
Yep.
Helmet and shoe.
Yeah, he might have to come out of play.
Defensively for the Bobcats, number
One of those John Riggins runners, losing everything as he's going through the line.
Well, it's been a while since John Riggins has put on a uniform.
Yeah.
2:57 to go in this first quarter. Still no score. The game has been kind of played out in the middle of the field, but right now Weslaco is on the move.
We have a penalty. We got illegal shift on the offense. That's 10-yard penalty.
Illegal shift. That's 10 yards. I thought that
Even
was 5.
even before the Panthers got to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 10 yards? I didn't realize it was 10 yards. The illegal shift is kind of like backfield in motion. But it's going to bring up first down, and I'm going to guess about 15 yards. Ball is back at about the 43-yard line. They need to go to the 42 in Edinburg territory. They have not thrown the ball yet, and you mentioned they might not, but they're going to have to at some point, or Edinburg's going to put all 11 players in the box. Hand up again. That's Rojas. And
No, that's Garcia.
Ralph Garcia. He didn't get much.
Well, Nathan's not known as a thrower.
Right.
So Edinburgh's going to figure that out eventually.
carry number
And,
32,
if
Ralph
we do that two-headed
Garcia.
quarterback thing, Sabino Reno may be actually a thrower.
Okay, we'll find that out. He can kick, we know
Defensively for
that.
the Bobcats, number 2.
Second down, about no gain in that play. Second down at about 15 to go. 2:30 to go here. Kind of nice to look up, Joey, and see that scoreboard going, and the beautiful scoreboard we have here at Bobby Lackey Stadium.
And look at the replays.
Oh yeah, and the replays. That helps out. We're slow. We need one or two. All right, Alvarado. He's going to roll. And he didn't get much in that play.
Nathan really needs to be careful with the ball. He's holding like a loaf of bread.
Right.
Put that ball underneath your arm, Nathan. You're going to need that ball.
Well, he stumbled getting out of there. I think he stepped on one of his own offensive linemen, but they're penetrating. Right now, the offensive line, Edinburgh's defensive line is winning the battle of the line of scrimmage at this point. And
Well,
that's where it comes down to it a lot of times.
Let me tell you about Nathan. Nathan was the linebacker of the Harlingen South game, nose tackle of Rio Grande City, and towards the end of the game of the Rio Grande City, he became the quarterback. So from linebacker to nose guard to quarterback, you can tell that he really is very talented.
Very versatile, you might say.
Look who's quarterback now.
Yep.
Number 8.
Aaron Burciaga. We've seen this before last year where they lined up
Sabino Reyna, excuse me.
Sabino Reyna?
I thought they were going to trick us and put Burciaga out there.
Or maybe Tim Cerna. He's a pitcher on the baseball team.
We have a dead ball.
How's that?
Delay of game.
Well,
4-yard penalty. Still third
Well,
down.
you know, after this drive got going, aided by the penalty, all of a sudden now we've stalled a little bit, and now we're already back to the about 33-yard line.
You know,
Remember, they got as far as the 48, so they've got third down and 25 to go. A definite passing situation.
Drives coach is crazy.
Oh yeah, especially when you have to pass. Good snap. Big drop. Here's a run. Now we're going to take off. 35. Whoa, knocked down at the 40. They're going to be way short of the first down. That is Sabino Reyna, and he's going to have to go back and punt now. Because that's going to bring up fourth down at about close to 20 yards.
Yeah, what the Bobcats are doing is pin their ears back and going straight towards the quarterback. And that's the disadvantage of having third and long. They know you have to throw.
Well, let's see if Sabino can get another good punt off like he did before. He had a great punt before. The receivers for Edinburg are back around between the 20 and 25-yard line.
Back to punt, number 24, Sabino Reyna.
So Sabino, good snap back. He's going to have to go after it. Yeah, this isn't too bad. He got a decent roll on it. Let's see if they can go get him. Oh,
Get him.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they weren't waiting for this guy to step on the ball. They kind of held back off of the ball to see what the receiver was going to do instead of aggressively going after the ball.
Well, I think they're trying to respect Steve.
Ladies and
Steve
gentlemen, it's
Trevino,
now
right?
time for the
Good day.
Voximo
He's
Valuable
number
Insurance
5. He's got
Agency
great
Kiss
speed.
Cam.
He's one of the fastest
The
runners for
Gateway
the Edinburg
cameras are
Bobcats.
looking for
Steve
someone to show
Trevino.
a little love here in the
And
stadium.
you've got to respect
Look
that
up on
speed,
the
and I think that's what they're trying to
If you're
do.
the happy
You can't
couple,
jump too much
you're
respect,
on
right,
the
Terry?
Valuable Insurance
Yeah.
Agency Kiss Cam. And
All
that's
right,
exactly
this is
how
the
it's
deepest
done.
that Edinburg has
Kiss
started,
Cam brought
Joey,
to you by
back
the
on their own
Valuable Insurance
28-yard line.
right
So
here in Weslaco.
you might say that was great special teams because they didn't have any run back. All right, Escobar is the quarterback, number 10, Isaac Escobar. Pitches, trying to come wide against the blocking. Let's see if they can bring this guy down. He breaks about 3 tackles, but finally secured out there by number 29, Eric Hernandez. But he had some help from his friends. That's 45, Guajardo with a run, but good tackling. We got
On the
another
carry, number
flag on the
35
play.
will take out of
Boy,
sight.
we've seen a lot of those this year.
And what's funny is that Guajardo is, for the Bobcats is a more of an inside runner. They ran him out. He doesn't have any speed at all, but he's a big back.
He broke 2 tackles before Eric Hernandez was able to throw him down.
On the carry, that is number 45, Freddie Guajardo. Personal foul on the defense.
Wow,
Half the distance from the goal. Still first down.
On the defense, half the distance. I mean, on the offense, I think.
It's on the Panthers.
Well, they said half the distance to the goal.
Be second down, dead ball foul.
He pointed toward. Oh no!
Well,
he pointed towards the
that-
Panthers.
That's why it didn't make any sense. He said half the distance to the goal on the defense. This guy is confused. He might be a first-time visitor here. I'm
He's
not
working.
sure.
He's working out the kinks.
Yeah. Still non-district season.
It's non-district for them too. So.
All right. Here we go. That ball is all the way back to the 15-yard line. So that's going to bring up second down and long for Edinburg as the play comes in from the sideline from number 3, Mark Elizadas. I wonder if he's related to Coach Ellie, who used to be here years ago. He's now at Edinburg, soccer coach. All right, here we go. Escobar got a man with him in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff.
Watch Menchaca.
At the middle.
Menchaca wide open.
Yep, and he's going to get the ball at the 50-yard line, and the pass is right there on the mark. David Ibarra made the tackle, but that ball all the way down to Panther territory, the 46-yard line.
And what I don't understand, Terry, there was nobody over Menchaca, and Menchaca is one of the deep threats, and they went straight to him, wide open down the middle.
Well, I was waiting for one of those free safeties to cut across and get the ball, but look at that spiral right in the middle, and the only one really with the chance was Ibarra. If he'd have got by Ibarra, he was gone. But that makes up for that distance in a hurry.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 45. Now, even if they don't make it, they're going to put the Panthers way back. And this has been all defense so much in the first quarter. We're almost down to the end of it. Here he goes again. Escobar is rolling. Now he wants to run and fumble, but he fumbled it out of bounds with 20 seconds to go.
And this crowd is looking for something to cheer for, Terry. Right now, they're sitting in their seats. They're comfortable in the new stadium seats, but they want something to cheer for, and that fumble would have been the perfect opportunity.
Well, the one thing that has hurt Edinburg this year has been turnovers. As reading about them, that's what's cost them a couple of ball games. Turnovers at some very key times. Oh, good tackle out there by, I think, number 40 for Weslaco. And that would be Ryan Flores. How many positions does that guy play?
Well, Ryan Flores last week was doing some great stuff on defense.
And offense. He was a blocking back on offense.
Yep.
He was giving them some big holes. 20 seconds to go. Somebody has called a timeout.
Injury timeout number
injury
71
timeout.
for the Bobcats.
Okay. 71 is Joey Galvan, an offensive guard.
And one of the guys that they cannot lose, their offensive lineman for the Bobcats, a very key point to the running game.
All right, the ball on the 43-yard line. It is second down and about 8. We've got 20 seconds to go here in a very fast
Look
play.
at our nearly
first quarter.
capacity crowd on the Jumbotron. A sea of purple here on the home side at Weslaco Stadium. Thank you for coming out, Panther fans.
Yeah, this place looks impressive when they show that up on the big Jumbotron.
Sure does, Terry.
Yep. All right, here we go. Second down and about 8. Handoff coming wide. The Panthers, well, they cut back against the grain. They're going to get him inside the 40 to 39. Big run that time by 36, Maxwell.
That's the first time we saw Maxwell tonight in the game for the Bobcats.
All right, clock down. We're into one quarter. No score between the Panthers and the Bobcats.
And that's the end of the
We believe that every deserving Hispanic student in the Rio Grande Valley should have an opportunity to pursue a college education. Vamos, the Valley Alliance of Mentors for Opportunities and Scholarships. If you're ready to share your knowledge and experience, become a Vamos mentor or sponsor. If you have proven yourself academically and need financial assistance for college, contact Vamos. Vamos, building your dreams.
All right, both teams are back on the field right now, ready to go to work. Nothing going in that first quarter. Joey, looks like I'm looking at third down and about 7.
Just started the second quarter. Weslaco
Third down and
East
about
14, Brownsville
3.
0.
Giving scores, giving updates on Weslaco East right now going to the second quarter. It's 14-0. Weslaco East leading. Actually, I'm looking at it the wrong way. We're going back the other way.
That's why it was 3 yards.
Yes, third down and 3. Trying to get wide is Guajardo. He's got the first down and knocked down at the 32, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And good tackling out that time. Looks like Dominic Elmore might have been out there.
And this is what the Bobcats do best, Terry. They run up the middle. They try to get a little bit towards the end of the end guys. They want to stay away from the tackles and the guards, but run right between the guard and the tackle, Terry.
Well, they got enough. Guajardo got the, he's one of the runners. Maxwell, another runner. And also out there running, I believe, and I'll look it up here. Haven't seen Escobar take off too much tonight. First down and 10 at the 32-yard line for the Bobcats. Fake the throw out here in the middle. They got a receiver out there, and the Panthers are going to take him down at about the 27. Steve Trevino has been the go-to guy mostly. Him and Menchaca, but that one time it was Trevino. Got about 5 yards down to about the 28-yard line. Sabino Reyna again.
And they were going to Steve Trevino the whole way. He was the only receiver out in the formation, and he looked to him as soon as they got out of the down set.
He almost got knocked off the tackle. He had him. Eric Hernandez came over late, and instead of hitting the receiver, he hit his own man.
Yeah, and he wanted to give a good hit and make sure the receiver know, hey, I'm here.
So the receiver kind of ducked out of the way here. Hand up right up the middle. And Wesley, to the outside. Some room at the 20. And down he goes. He broke about 3 tackles before he's finally knocked down by a number 36 out there, Tafoya. But right now, Edinburg is breaking tackles, and I'm sure the defensive coordinators tell them, hey, better secure those things. They had him almost for a loss that time.
Yeah, and these guys are not the kind you need to arm tackle. You need to really let them know that you're in their area and make them remember, hey, if you come through here, I'm going to hit you again just as hard as I hit you last time.
He got at least 5 or 6 extra yards on broken tackles that time. They finally got him on, and now they're in the red zone inside the 20 at about the 19, 1st and 10, as they've marched the ball since the 28-yard line. Handoff coming wide and down to the 15-yard line, a gain of about 4 or 5 again, and it's going to bring up second down and 10.
Again, on the carry, number 23, Jaime Sauceda.
So state of the ball carrier, 23, another running back. Gain of 5, and they're just punching it down there, Joey. Very methodical, passing when they have to.
Yeah, Edinburg really didn't show much in the other 2 games. They're showing a little bit different things that they're doing now. They're showing the talents of their true offensive, their weapons that they have. They have lots of offensive weapons, Terry.
They haven't put a lot of points on the board, but like I said, that's probably from the turnovers at key spots. Let's see how this one goes. Hand up, no, he's going to throw. Escobar into the end zone, little collision there. Looking for a flag, don't see it. Intended receiver, number 12, Jacob Rodriguez, so you just call it good defensive coverage.
Omar Pena on the call, trying to knock the ball away. The receiver hit him as he was trying to knock the ball away.
Well, it's third down and about 5 or 6 to go. They need to get down to just inside the 10 for a first down, and so far they've been very successful on third down. So let's see how this all works out. Big play here for the Weslaco defense. Escobar is going to take him up. He's going to work under center this time. Man in motion. They pitch out going left. That's Guajardo. 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown. Oh my, I think. Let's wait and see.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the guy to give the call, but I thought he got in.
Yeah. Ref finally said it is the line judge on the very end.
Far side, yeah.
Called it.
Well, now it doesn't look like he got in. Nope, I don't see 6 on the board, but he's coming to about the 2-yard line. Okay, now they've got it. Guajardo again, watch him breaking tackles over there. Arm tackled at about the 5, and he was able to spin his way in. So
he's a pretty big guy, so you really need to grab onto him and let him know you're there.
Well, he got to the corner, beat everybody to the corner. And the extra point attempt coming up here. Here's a snapback. The kick is
no good.
No good. Almost might have been blocked. Maybe we'll get a replay on this, but
the Panthers are coming after it, Terry. If you look here on the replay, it's coming up pretty soon. But hopefully we do have it. Yeah, slow-mo Dan missed that one.
9:53 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. No, it's a run.
All right, we're going to show a replay of the touchdown. As he comes wide, watch him here.
One guy.
Well, couple guys, and like I said, he's a big guy. You're right. You've got to get the angle on him. And he got it in for the touchdown.
South Texas College proudly introduces the academic student of the week, Kimberly Armstrong. Kimberly is a senior. She's the daughter of Ida and Charles Arthur Armstrong, Jr. Kimberly has had great success in both her academics and athletics. She received commended performances in her English and history exit level exams. She is involved in the National Honor Society, the Science Club, and FFA. Kimberly has also been a standout athlete in basketball, including being named to the first team All-Valley. She plans to attend Texas State University and major in physical therapy or education. On behalf of South Texas College, please join me in a round of applause for Kimberly Armstrong, this week's SEC Academic Student of the Week.
Here we go, 9:53 to go to halftime. Weslaco down 6-0. Good drive that time by the Bobcats. They took it 74. Remember, they started on the 26, took it 74 yards, and the big play, I guess, to Menchaca in the middle of the field. Oh, there's not much on that kick. Oh.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Is that the same guy that maybe he's having a tough night out there? I don't know. That's number 13, Jaime Juarez, and he is listed as a kicker, but
it looked like he took one step and kicked the ball.
This is the best field position I think we've had in the entire season after a kickoff. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, because we've been back on the back of the 20 a lot.
I was looking at the refs and see what they're trying to do.
Well, he went out of bounds, so it's an automatic penalty.
Yeah, but I was looking at they were discussing something. It looked like it was something else, and sometimes you never know with these referees exactly what's going on down there.
Well, let's see where they're going to line it up at. I think they're going to be about the 30-yard line.
Well, it went out about the 30.
Okay. So the ball on the 30-yard line. We got a summit conference going on. Are these guys paid by the game, or is this by the hour here?
Yeah,
overtime?
They like to talk a lot.
Okay. Oh yeah. Communication, I guess, is the key here.
Did you wear the right socks? Yeah, I wore these socks. How about you?
And where are we going after the game? What restaurant did you say?
Hey, I heard Cito's was
Out of bounds.
Go to Cito's?
Yeah, let's look out there. Oh yeah.
We'll be on the third down. 30.
We'll go to HEB and pick up some bologna and sandwiches and stuff. All right, the Panthers are going to start at their own 30. Remember, both times tonight, Joey, they've been starting around their 9 or 10-yard line.
Yeah, the horrible field position for the entire game.
So now let's see what we can do here. They bring him up. I believe that's Alvarado, the quarterback again. Handoff, reverse. Coming the other way, we haven't seen that, to the 30. One man to beat, break it up inside. Good open field tackle as they only get to the 34-yard line. But open field tackle, I believe, on number 24 for Edinburgh.
Number 80, RC,
and that's Jeremy Salinas. Wow, I mean, they look like they had big yardage coming this way.
Yeah, the one guy to beat. That was that guy right there. Boom.
That's
Faked
Rojas.
him out,
yep.
ended up getting him with his leg.
Actually, it was number 28. Now that I look at it, Aaron Cifuentes.
You know what's funny, Terry? As the scouting reports on that guy, number 28, Cifuentes, says he's a good open field tackler. He just proved it right there.
Oh, yeah. Tremendous. He saved probably 15 yards if Cervantes gets by him. Inside handoff, and maybe a couple of yards over the 35 to possibly the 36-yard line. And who's getting up off the middle of that pile there? Looks like number 23, and that's Jimenez, I believe. Francisco Jimenez. Remember, he had some good yardage in the Harlingen South game late in the game. Well, here we go again. Third down. I don't know. Have we had maybe one first down all night, and that was on a penalty?
And we haven't thrown the ball, except for one time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, first down, that we got one when they got defense got a personal foul. We got one first down so far in the ballgame.
That's right.
Yep. And they're not going to make it this time. Burciaga is stopped big time short. And here we go with the punting again.
Wow, Terry.
Give credit to the defense of Edinburgh.
One of the things you want as a defense is to make sure that if you give up a score, that your offense goes back and gets those points back.
Well, either that or get a few first downs, sustain a drive. And like I said, the only first down that I remember Weslaco getting in this game one or two. They got one on the benefit of a 15-yard penalty, took it out to the 48, but total yards tonight, it's been dominated by Edinburg here in this first half. And Weslaco usually has a pretty high-powered offense. I mean, they scored 29 against Rio Grande City last week, and they had 7 called back, if you remember.
Number 24,
a lot of them.
Reina.
Sabino Reina, high punt, that goes after it. Good kick again. Well, I tell you, he's doing a nice job of the kick. Great bounce. And here comes Weslaco on the special team, and down he goes at the 28.
What a great tackle, number 3, Terry.
The big hit delivered by number 3, David Ibarra, on number 5 on the return.
All right, here we go. Good special teams coverage that time by Weslaco.
Ibarra, number 3. You remember him from the Rio Grande City game. Almost came up with the interception in the end zone, Terry, at the very end of the game.
Yeah, great play. I just had the ball taken away from him.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is Edinburg again. They've had the ball 3 times. They've punted twice and scored 1 touchdown. And with 7:40 to go, remember that last drive, Joey, was so long, and it did take up some clock.
Yeah, we need to get that ball back quickly.
Yep, we need a turnover right now. All right. Escobar, the quarterback.
And at quarterback, number 10,
Changing plays.
Escobar for the Bobcats.
Yep, looks like
I
an
think
audible.
yeah, look, the quarterback's questioning the call, timeout.
Yeah, well, they got down to 1 on the play clock, so they had to call a timeout. So they've used up their first timeout. 6-0 our score, 7:40 to go in the first half.
That'll be the first timeout. As always.
Get a life, a student life.
Get a college education, a great one, close to home.
Lots of career choices.
Certificates, associate degrees, or a bachelor's degree.
With flexible class schedules, or learn from home with online classes.
And now, online associate degrees.
Affordable tuition.
A great education.
And an awesome student life.
Get it all at South Texas College.
All right, here we go. 7:40 to go to halftime. Weslaco against Edinburg. Weslaco 1-1 on the season. Edinburg 0-2. First game of the home season for the Panthers. As Edinburg had a little confusion on that call, Joey, and had to actually call a timeout, but it's only the first one they've used here in the first half. Escobar is going to call the signals, looking over, making sure everybody's on the same page. He's got his receiver, Trevino, going to the far side.
And check on the near side.
Right, here we go. I formation. Fake the hand up. No, they're going to get the Menchaca on a reverse. End around, and he's got the ball at the 30. Outside of the 35, 37, and he's knocked down over there. Good shoestring tackle.
Ibarra, I think, was out there, Terry. Ibarra is one of the good open field tacklers the Panthers have.
Sabino Reina, though, again, is making the tackle. And really, to be honest, you don't want your defensive backs and secondary people to be the leading tacklers on the team. You want your linebackers and guys like that to be getting those plays. But give Sabino credit. He was able to knock down a very good runner. Menchaca got, 8 or 9 on the play?
Yeah, and Menchaca is one of those guys that
they're going to measure.
Watch out.
That's just a basic end around is what that was. Got the Panther up on the board.
Trying to get the crowd riled up.
Got a good crowd for a home opener tonight. Edinburgh's got a decent crowd, but as we look across from the home side to the visitor side, Joey, they've added bleachers on to both. The home side is awesome. I mean, we got stadium seating. On the far side, they've gone from goal line to goal line. At least, actually, they've gone from the end zone, the back of the end zone to the back of the end zone. So they probably added 30 yards on the visitor side in bleachers.
Yeah, and you can't really appreciate how big the scoreboard is until you're right next to it. I mean, it's the press box, excuse me, not the scoreboard, but
the press box is awesome.
You can't really see how big that thing is until you're right up next to it.
It is going to be a vast difference in size, that is for sure.
Elevator and everything, right?
And, well, when we get it, yeah. There's seniors 2010 up there. I've been patient for almost 2 decades now.
For an elevator?
Well, yeah, and I was here when this stadium started.
Well, Terry, they increased the steps just for you. That's what I heard that Steve said.
I only had to stop one time tonight.
Really?
I stopped about halfway up, sat down in the bleachers for about a minute or two, talked to some friends of mine, and got up and came up there. I must be in better shape. I don't know. Here's Guajardo, the runner back, the big guy out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And once again, he's getting to the corner first, where you can't get a good angle on him.
And that's amazing, Terry, that I'm seeing the Bobcats run to the corners and beating the Panthers to the corners, because we don't get beat to the corner.
No, the Panthers are usually the fastest team on the field. And And to get a big guy like that, you got to get an angle on him, because if you're going to run side to side, he's going to beat you most of the time.
And those corners really need to hit him below the legs. I mean, below the waist. They need to hit him in the legs. They're going up top, and they're not going to tackle him.
So, I'll tell you, that quarterback is no small guy.
No.
Escobar, he's lanky, tall, lanky, looks like a basketball player. Hand off again, this time coming wide. Oh, a great tackle out there, and now a flag goes in. Omar Pena made the stop. I don't know. I can't believe this is against the Panthers. I mean, he chopped the guy down, but to me it was a clean tackle. But let's see what the ref is going to call. No, it's against them. Watch, what a great tackle that time by Omar Pena on number 23 out there. And that is Jaime Sauceda. But, man, I want to tell you, a great tackle by Omar.
23 went off the sideline hurt.
Yeah, well, he
got hit hard.
Oh, yeah. But one more time, Joey, it's a secondary man who's making the tackle.
That's not good. You're right about that.
I'm looking for like Elmore and some of those other guys, the linebackers, but just might be the way it's set up. You never know. Every team is different. One week all the linebackers make the stop. Another week, the secondary. Another week might be the defensive line.
Well,
so
Terry,
it changes from week to week.
And not only that, the coaches are trying new things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying, okay, let's try this offensive or this defensive formation. Let's try this guy at this defensive position before the season starts.
Right. This is the final preseason game. All right. Escobar again. Fakes. He's going to pass. Here comes finally got a rush. Again, they're going to set up a short play, and out of bounds goes Trevino, but did he get the first down?
No,
did he get enough to get the sticks?
He got back to the original
position. Okay, well, it brings up what? Second down and about 10. Yeah. But they finally got a little pressure on the quarterback. He'd been kind of open on his own there, and got a little pressure that time from number 36, Ernesto Tafoya.
But you can tell this team knows how to throw the ball. Their receivers are coming back to the quarterback when he's in trouble and scrambling around.
All right, second down at about 11 or so. Ball on the 45-yard line. They're going to drop the throw. He's going to roll right this time. Pressure. Oh, almost got down, and they're going to bring him down at about the 40. He gets sacked this time. He didn't get sacked the first time, but the second time he sure did. In on the tackle, number 68 and 45. 45 is Michael Sainz. 68 is Michael Zuniga. So a couple of Michaels.
Number 45, Michael Sainz. And number 36, Ernesto Tafoya.
Okay, they got Tafoya, but I had another one out there. Okay, yeah,
36,
you're right.
You're
right. There's 36. And I thought 68 might have come in a little bit after the play. But, hey, that's a big play to take that quarterback down. Maybe we're going to get a little pressure on this guy.
Well, they got some good pressure on that one for sure.
Now it's a third down and long. You know they're going to be throwing now. Look for Menchaca, Trevino. They've got receivers all over the place out of a shotgun formation this time. But look for them to go to Menchaca, like you said. He's their go-to guy. They're looking left, though. They got a short screen set up. Now can they go and chase this guy down? Yep. The Panthers are all over him. Great defense that time. They stopped him originally. When he spun around, that let the rest of the purple come get him.
And Terry, they looked at him the entire way. As soon as he got the ball, the quarterback looked at Trevino and knew exactly where he was going with that ball. If he had thrown that ball a little bit better, Trevino would have had a different result with that ball.
All right, 36 is for the Panthers is Tafoya. He is the guy who kind of spun him around and allowed the rest of his teammates to get out there and stop this guy. All right, TA recognized school district. You got that right. A lot of work goes into that. Here's the kick, Cervantes. He's going to field it at the 23. And he's up to maybe the 27, 28-yard line. Good coverage again by Edinburg, and Weslaco will take over at about the 28 and looking for first downs. The Edinburg defense so far has been perfect.
And I'm just waiting for Cervantes to break right. He is so close many times, Terry, to just go and get 20, 30, 40 yards easily.
Well, it's 4:58 to go in the first half. It's been a defensive game, 6-0. And Weslaco still looking for a serious drive here. They have not been into Bobcat territory that I can remember. Alvarado has gone all the way at quarterback. Hand off to, no. He's going to throw the ball up the field. He's got a receiver out there, and it's going to be picked off.
No, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Oh, in the back of, and here comes Edinburg on the return. And still on his feet. Now coming back to make the tackle is Cervantes, I believe.
There's two penalties, Terry.
Yeah.
One for blocking below the belt, below the waist against the Bobcats, and the one in the back, I think it was a block in the back. 2 defensive or offensive penalties against the Bobcats.
That pass was underthrown to the intended receiver, and it was picked off.
He bobbled it twice there. Look at
this. Solis.
He bobbled it, walked away. Looked like he didn't. He was going to drop it, got the ball, and then he was on return time.
Martinez, my bad. Salvador Martinez is the returner. Let's wait for the guy to tell us.
We have a block in the back, which will be declined. We will take blocking below the waist. On the return team, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, like I told you, Terry, one in the back near the 40-yard line, and then around the 35-yard line of the Bobcats blocking below the belt, and you can't do that. That's protection to kids, make sure they don't mess up their knees and stuff like that.
Yeah, that drive lasted, what, 1 play?
Yeah.
And that's actually the first turnover of the night, isn't it? I believe for both teams.
Yeah.
That's the first turnover.
And Nathan just trying to get the ball underneath his receiver.
That was a little underthrown, and they played that one well. But, you know, you got to do that once in a while. You got to pass to make them honest. Because otherwise they're going to put 11 guys up in the box.
If you don't keep them honest, again 11 guys in the box.
Ball on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Escobar will try it over again. Here comes the defense. He's going to drop back to, oh, they got it before he even does it. But somebody shot the gap. Eric Hernandez, a safety blitz. He shot the gap, and Escobar, I don't think he had the ball 2 steps, did he? No. Here we go. 1, 2, boom, he's down. Eric Hernandez found the gap. I guess, you know, that's something when you scout a team, you know on a certain play they're going to leave that gap wide open.
And talk about timing. And that takes some very good practice, knowing exactly when to hit the hole. And you got to know the quarterback cadence, too.
Right. Oh, yeah. But that was a 2-step drop, and Eric Hernandez was just all over him. And it dropped maybe about 5 yards, but with the clock going down to 4 minutes, this is going to put more pressure on. But they've got some big play weapons in Menchaca, that's for sure. Escobar again, drop back, short drop. He's got a receiver out there. That is Escobar. Menchaca, rather. He busted one tackle, but Elmore and friends, basically, he didn't get busted tackle. He made a nice spin move to the inside. If you watch him here on the replay, this guy is a smart runner after he gets the ball. Watch him. He knows a guy there. He beats Elmore, but Elmore's got enough presence to come back up and help out with a tackle at the end.
Well, the one thing about this guy that everybody says in the papers and the scouting is watch out for the yak. Watch out for what the yards after the catch.
Yeah, right.
He's one of these guys that you throw a 5-yard pass and all of a sudden it's a 20-yard run.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and about 10 or 9 or 10. Again, Escobar to throw up the field. He's kind of a winded duck. Picked off. Oh, and dropped at the 50. Oh, Nelly Omar Pena was looking at the pay dirt, and he just dropped the ball. Oh, good try by Omar. That was kind of a Billy Kilmer special there. Watch the ball kind of flutter.
Ducking and Pena going after it.
Look at it. It's just ducking it. Look how close he comes.
Pena couldn't believe he saw that ball wide open.
Well, 4th down, and now they're going to be forced to punt again. They got the ball at the 32. I look for R.C. Cervantes or somebody to go back in the deep spots.
And this time he's a little further back, so no pooch kick.
Well, yeah, and it actually looks like Omar Pena way back. This is a good high kick. Fair catch called for at the 43. Good play that time by Omar.
Yeah.
And they've got ball in the 44. By far, their field position is actually getting better and better.
Yeah.
And we're looking for that sustained drive again.
And the crowd recognizing the defense did a wonderful job. Give them a round of applause. The defense really did a wonderful job stopping the Bobcats and stopping their big play capability. Offense time.
This is the defense I saw against Harlingen South. Just very solid. All right, here we go. Let's see what we're going to do this time. R.C. Cervantes. The Edinburg defense has been all over the Panthers so far tonight. R.C. Cervantes in motion. Inside handoff. And at the 45, the 50, Burciaga down to the 45-yard line. Good running that time by Aaron Burciaga. He broke 2 or 3 tackles, and he got it down to, looks like another first down.
On the carry, number 8, Aaron
Burciaga is one of those guys, Terry, that you cannot tackle or arm tackle either. Look, there's one guy.
Yep.
Hit him.
Spins.
Another guy. Push him away. 3 guys.
Yep. He's breaking tackles, and he did a nice job. Finally, the big defensive lineman had to come up and get him.
I had to climb on his back to get him down.
All right, 1st and 10. We're down to 2:45 to go to halftime. Weslaco trying to get this thing going before halftime. Cervantes behind some blockers. Out to the outside, 45, cuts back down to maybe the 41 or 42-yard line. Nice little sweep that time by the Panthers, who've got some speed to the outside themselves.
And Cervantes inches away from breaking it, Terry, once again. Getting good solid yardage up front, but Cervantes, you can feel it. He's going to break one, Terry, sooner or later.
All right, it is second down at about 5 or 6 here as the clock goes down. Weslaco still has one timeout left, and Cervantes comes back into the huddle here. Let's see what Coach Villarreal's got planned here. Tell you, they're taking their time. Now they're coming out of the huddle.
Well, no need to rush, Terry.
Yeah. Well, the clock is under 2 right now. Very tight formation this time. Handoff. That's Rojas. Got some blocking to the outside. Breaks it. 30, 25. Foot race. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Weslaco. Pushed out, but did he? Touchdown. Referee calling touchdown. That is 41 yards for John Rojas. He's averaging over 150 yards rushing per game this year.
And we talked about this off the air, Terry, earlier. Rojas is one of those big play home run hitters that the Panthers have. And once he gets done, boom. Here's field, he did some great magic. One move. I think he did another move up here, and boom, he's off to the races.
Well, here's the most interesting part of the offense right now, and that's been the extra point attempt. I believe we've got a different kicker. Well, I don't see. Is that Bocanegra up there?
Bocanegra's there.
Okay.
I saw him practicing pregame, really getting into it. I think they had Coach Cavazos out there helping him out with the kicks. Soccer coach.
All right, here we go. Cervantes, of course, is the holder. Nope. And the snap was a little bit off, and Cervantes unable. And we've seen this now for 3 weeks. We're tied. We'll take it. That's the positive thing. But you got to have those. The kicking. Remember, special teams 1/3 of the whole package.
And it's real hard, Terry, when the kicker trying to kick the ball, the quarterback trying to bring it down and put it in place. The center really needs to do his part as well.
Oh yeah, everybody. It's a very time play. They show John Rojas 41 yards, and like you said, you might stop this guy 3 or 4 times in a row, but man, when he gets it, goodbye. He's gonna take it. They used to do that with Meshach Rivas when he was here. You might stop Meshach 2 or 3 times, and then boom, 80 yards, he's down the field. They're the kind of guys you don't want to get into the secondary.
Yeah, Ross is one of those home run hitters that the Panthers have. So we can hope to contain him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joey, we're going to halftime. What a big break for the Panthers to get the momentum just before halftime. And remember, if they can stop Edinburg, remember, we kicked off to start the game. We are going to get the ball back to start the second half.
Talk about going into the halftime, just coming off a long drive, coming back and getting the ball back. What a great thing for your defense, because you get your defense to rest.
Hey, we finally got some good field position and moved that ball down there. So,
makes a big difference.
Little things are happening for the Panthers here. So 6-6 with 1:45 to go to halftime.
Ready to kick number 2, Jesus
Bocanegra on down the middle. Oh, it bounces off one of the players. Finally picked up and down on the knee at about the 23-yard line. That bounced. If we get a replay of this one, Joey, that bounced off the hands of one of the up guys, and the back man said, "Oh, I better down it." He could have ran, but the Panthers were coming after that thing, and once he touches it, it's a live ball.
Yeah.
Actually, if it goes past 10 yards, it's a live ball. So here we go. We took now that I don't believe. They got 1 second off the clock. That ball after that tipped that guy. That was in the air for probably 3 seconds on hang time. But here's the defense out here again.
I never understood the clock, Terry, and how that works.
I think it's when somebody touches it. Because if it goes out of the end zone, nothing comes off the clock. All right, Escobar looking to right. Over the middle, he's got Menchaca. Can they get him? Yes, Dominic Elmore with a very secure tackle. And Menchaca is down.
Manny Menchaca on the carry.
And that's important, Terry,
yes,
because Menchaca, don't give him the 20, 30 yards that he's trying to get. Give him the 2 or 3 yards. Don't let him get past you.
Yep, he's got the ball. Tackle. Watch Elmore by himself, solo tackle. All right, second down and about 8. Escobar again, got some time over the left side. High pass. Sabino Reyna almost picks it up. And we've had some interceptions. The Panthers have done real well on interceptions this year.
Yeah.
And they've had 2 close ones. Omar Pena one, and then Sabino Reyna. But a great effort by Reyna. Watch this play here. Yep, and Trevino made a tremendous leap to go after it. That ball was just thrown a little high.
And what's happening, Terry, is the quarterback is under pressure now because the defensive line are pinning their ears back, coming at the quarterback, and he's not able to set and throw like he wants to.
Well, the other thing is they're not using up any time, and if the Panthers can stop them here, they might get the ball back and go here. Big rush put on over the middle. They've got Menchaca wide open, and down he goes, but he's got the first down at the 45-yard line. Omar Pena on the tackle.
Man, they were closing in on the quarterback, Terry. You look at that play right now. Menchaca just came over for just a split second, gave them the opportunity to get the ball.
Well, they have to wait. Actually, they have to wait till the sticks catch up with them. They were ready to go. Oh, big tackle there again in the open field by the Panthers. Who was that, 31?
34?
Or 34? Is it 31 or 34?
34.
Yep, you're right, 34. You're always right. Always right.
I like to hear that off the air as well, too.
Lionel Anciso. Now they're going to use, they had 2 timeouts left. Now they're going to use up one of them. So with timeout on the field, 51 seconds to halftime, Edinburg and Weslaco tied at 6. All right, the Panthers getting back on the field right now. And I'm sure their coaches are glad for the timeout to kind of discuss strategy here. This would be huge for the Weslaco defense here, Joey, if they can stop them from scoring before halftime. Remember, Rio Grande City a week ago not only scored at the end of the half, with just a few seconds, they scored at the end of the game as well.
Well, the Weslaco Panther defense has really kept the Panthers in this game.
Yep, they sure have. They've done a great job here tonight. Escobar is a quarterback in a shotgun. He's got receivers to both sides there. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up out here on the side to Menchaca, and he drops the ball. I want to tell you, the pressure, the Panthers are starting to make some adjustments, and this is going to be real interesting when we come out from halftime. The defensive adjustments against this Edinburg defense.
Well, you know what the coaches are doing? They're saying, you know what, corners, you're on your own. We need to get some pressure on the quarterback. You guys need to make some sure tackles, and that's exactly what the Panthers are doing, making sure tackles when the ball's going to them.
All right, second down and about 7 or 8 yards to go again. Here comes the rush again, and Weslaco now putting a little pressure on over the middle and out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A first down. Trevino with the tackle, or the reception rather, but they're down to 40 seconds. Both teams have 1 timeout left before halftime. Hey, you got a chance to see the band, the Weslaco Panther Court at halftime, and I'll tell you, Edinburg always has a great band, so it should be a good halftime show here, Bobby Lackey. Right now the plays on the field.
Watch for the deep ball, Terry.
All right, here we go. Fake the handoff inside.
Menchaca.
You're right, into the middle. And intercepted at the 25-yard line. Stepping in on that ball and still going 40, 45, and got some blockers. And 50, 45, 40. That is Omar Pena brought down by the quarterback. And we've got 23 seconds in a timeout. And wow, we've been waiting for one all night. We finally got it. Omar Pena jumped in front of Menchaca, and off he goes.
Yeah, he knew exactly where it was going to go. Everybody knew it was going to go deep, Terry. I called it deep. And sure enough, Pena saw it, played center field, ended up getting the ball, and running a great run back.
Well, you know, we missed one earlier. Actually, they overthrew Trevino is what they did. They threw the ball by Trevino.
They broke a tackle from Menchaca right there.
Yep, and did a great job. Here we go with 23 seconds to go to halftime. Alvarado, he's got a couple of running backs with him. What's this all about?
Timeout, Edinburg.
All right, Edinburg's called their last timeout, but man, what a way to finish this first half. This would be huge if the Panthers could somehow put some points on the board before we go to halftime, because remember, they're going to get the ball back. Edinburg is not, unless there's a turnover, Edinburg is not going to see the ball to start the second half. First turnover, Joey, by Edinburg.
And this is what we need our defense to step up. You know, when we made the turnover, our defense stepped up, stopped them. Now what we need to do is our defense stepped up, got the ball back for us. Now it's our turn to score and make it worth a while for our defense.
Exactly. Well, you know, the defense very easily could have three picks in this quarter alone.
Oh, Pena, 2.
Yeah, he missed the last one. He says, I'm not going to miss this one. And look at the guys out there to help him. Dominic Elmore, but you're right.
Great balance right there.
Menchaca, it was the quarterback who had to come over and get him. Everybody chasing him. You look at Escobar coming over and finally making the tackle. Hand off, coming wide. Burciaga, who is it?
Burciaga.
No, it's R.C. Cervantes. And he's down to about the 20. We got one timeout left, and I think we're going to use it.
Number 80, R.C. Cervantes.
R.C. Cervantes down to the 20-yard line.
They need to move the chains as well, so that could help us instead of using a timeout.
I think Bocanegra had a field goal last week against Rio Grande City, if you remember.
Yeah.
Did he get out of bounds or what? Or they're waiting for the clock or the sticks to get there? Because here comes the clock down. 9 seconds.
Hey, the clock was moving while the sticks were being set up.
They're down to 6 seconds, so we either got a field goal or we got one play into the end zone.
Now, Terry, aren't they supposed to stop the clock?
That's what I thought. For a first down, yes.
And the chains are moving.
Well, maybe they're making an adjustment. I don't know. We'll wait and see the
timeout on the offense, Panthers. That'll be the third and final timeout. Please reset the clock to 10 seconds.
There you go.
Please.
Okay.
10 seconds.
That's a nice thing about being mic'd up. Not all schools are mic'd up, but it's getting more and more common where you can tell the scorekeeper exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
And our buddy Matt Donaldson and Rick Montano over there running the clocks respectively. And we said we'd talk about the Matt and Ricky show up there, but we got you. Get his attention here.
We can get a camera on.
We just got you. We just got you.
Here comes the soda for you.
Have I got a soda coming up here on my head?
They're buying you nachos.
All right, how are we going to do this? Are we going to go for a field goal? We got 10 seconds.
You can chunk it in the air one time and then incomplete, the clock stops.
Alvarado, man in motion. Fake the handoff. Alvarado stumbles, throws a pass, and picked off. Hello, somebody better come get this guy. Oh my, oh my, oh my. The second pickoff, and they're going to take it the distance for a touchdown. Oh, how things turn around. And no time on the clock. Not one single second on the clock, and Edinburg picks the ball off going about 85 yards. I can't even describe it. I mean, we are stunned up here.
I have no idea what to say.
We are stunned. We're going to watch. I didn't catch the number of this
28.
gentleman. 28. That's the same guy who intercepted. Or is it? I'm not sure. 28.
He's at
Cifuentes.
Yes, Cifuentes. Yeah.
And scored a touchdown.
Once he stepped in front, there was nobody back to defend him, and he took the ball close to 85 yards. We'll watch it here again. Painful to watch. Underthrown the ball, lets it go, and just stepped in front of the receiver, Burciaga, and he is off to the races.
Nobody there, nobody close to him.
Yeah. So they're going to go for the extra point here with no time on the clock. They're going to go for a two-pointer here.
Talk about the error let out.
Escobar to throw into the end zone. Wide open receiver, they drop it. Had Menchaca and he dropped it. So we go to halftime the score. Edinburg 12 and Weslaco 6.
And that's the end of the first half of tonight's game here at Bobby Lackey Stadium.
Hi, I'm Sean Johnson of the 2008 U.S. Gymnastics team. I'm here with our friends from Veggie Tales to say, be a player, get up and play an hour a day.
Now that's something to flip for.
Well done. For fun ways to get healthy, visit www.smallstep.gov.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to the pace setters under the direction of Janet Cortez. Pace setter officers are Ameda Macias and Leslie Cantu. Our pace setters will be performing a musical selection, Every Time We Touch, by Cascada.
Weslaco y los buenos siempre están un juegazo bueno. Los buenos están jugando con Cal Allen ahorita ya.
Great job, ladies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, taking the field in exhibition, the Mighty Panther Corps. The Panther Corps will be performing an original composition by Gary Gilroy as their 2009 UIL Pigskin Marching Show entitled Dick Tracy and Gangsta Jazz. The Panther Corps is led by head drum major Antanasio Hernandez and assistant drum majors Nick Zavala and Joanna Madrano. Color guard officers are Leanne Galvan, Victoria Cedillo, and Alyssa Acosta. Paysetter officers are Maida Macias and Leslie Cantu. The Weslaco Panther Corps is under the direction of Ram Aldape, Weslaco High School Director of Bands, and Marching Band Coordinator Rodrigo Leal. Assistant band directors for the Panther Corps are Jeremy Logan, Josue Cariaga. Head middle school directors are David Torch and Santiago Mendoza. Jazz band director is Paul Noel. Marching band techs are Aaron Ochoa, Janet Cortez, and Eddie Bolnez. So sit back and let us take you into the Roaring 20s with this powerful celebration of the good times and bad when the gangsters ruled the streets.
test. Mic test.
Covered enough at halftime to come back and do some things.
Well, Bobby Lackey Stadium was rocking up until that point, Terry. We had such a great atmosphere here. One interception. And you talk about a game of inches, Terry. That 1 inch allowed the Bobcats to take the interception 80-something yards and really put the Panthers in a deep hole when it comes to leaving the first half, behind. It was the worst thing we were expecting, Terry, was a tie, 6-6. We were expecting maybe Bocanera would hit a field goal or something to that effect, and all of a sudden, 85 yards later,
I felt like Yogi Berra of the New York Yankees. Deja vu all over again.
But you want to take some positives in the first half, Terry. Defense, unbelievable stops, unbelievable tackles, going back to the Harlingen South game and showing they're a defense that's going to stop people, that's going to hit people, and they need to be respected.
Yeah, Edinburg started out pretty decent on offense, and then Weslaco made the adaptations and did a good job. And this is always interesting, the first 5 minutes of the second half, to see how the coaches have made those adjustments, because now they got some time to kind of think about it. Here we go, second half underway. High end over end kick, down to about the 3-yard line, picked up there. That's Ryan Flores, I believe, if that's who it is. Nope, it's R.C. Cervantes, number 80.
Well, Terry, we talked
about get much up to about, what, the 15 or 16-yard line?
Yeah, we talked about the Panthers in the past being a second-half team. They have the adjustments coming back, and they really do well in the third quarter. And so we expect the Panthers to come out and really get fired up for the third quarter.
Well, the first 2 weeks of the season, Joey, the first 5 minutes, they come out and scored 2 touchdowns against Harlingen South and against Rio Grande City.
Rio Grande City, that's right.
Yeah, both times in the first 5 minutes. Once again, though, it's field position. They had some good ones in the first half, but they're starting on their 16. They're going to give it to Cervantes, I believe. And he's up to about the 25-yard line.
For the Panthers, number 22,
nope, that's John Rojas. And remember, Rojas had about a 46-yarder earlier for a touchdown?
Yeah. Rojas, we were waiting for him to explode and did that one play.
All right, second half underway. 12-6, it's anybody's ball game. And Weslaco has played tough in every ball game. They've been competitive, so no blowouts or anything like that, but these last 24 minutes are big. Alvarado is still the quarterback. Inside handoff, and not much. Maybe a yard or so on the play. That's going to bring up third down and relatively short. It's got to be Burciaga because there's no helmet. Nope. Actually, it was Larry Cardenas who lost his helmet that time, the center. These guys.
On the carry, number 32,
Ralph Garcia was the ball carrier. These guys are losing loose helmets, I guess.
It's an epidemic.
Yes. I think we've got an official timeout for a measurement here.
And we have an official timeout.
I thought it was Burciaga lost his about 2 or 3 times in that first half, but
our timeout's brought to you by
even lost a shoe.
Yes. So this first drive of the second half, let's see how it works out. Weslaco struggled a little bit in the passing department tonight. A couple of interceptions, one leading directly to a touchdown.
Okay, Panther
and last week they only threw, I believe, 3 passes last week against Rio Grande City.
A foot, Terry, we're looking at for first down.
Okay.
Showing some spirit, and that's hungry tonight.
You know what I haven't seen this year? I have not seen in 3 games. I have not seen in 3 games, Joey, a quarterback seat. And we used to see that a lot.
Now, when you got a big guy like Nathan out there, you need to make sure you can get behind him. He's got Larry Cardenas right in front of him. Make a big push forward.
We got the fan in the stand. We miss that when we're on the road. All the stuff they do at here home, it's not just a football game. It's an event.
And
that's a family event.
Yes, it is.
What a fan in the stand.
Yeah, we got the first down, I believe. Let's wait and see. It looked like a little delay on the far side, and it looked like they've got enough to move the sticks.
Now that we're higher up here, it's harder to see that stuff.
It is a little bit, yeah. Yeah, we're significantly higher than we were last year as far as position.
Yeah, first down. Rojas called it correctly.
No, Terry called it.
Well, I'll give Rojas.
Rojas was the ball
because he's closer down there.
He saw it. Here we go. First and 10.
You gotta like the new graphic.
Yeah, what is that? The 10 Commandments or something? Thou shalt get a first down. All right, here we go. Cardenas, the center. Nathan Alvarado got a little different view of our show here. Fake. Alvarado, I don't know if that's a busted play or not. It looked like he was trying to hand off, and then nobody was there. And all of a sudden, he had to take. And he lose his helmet.
Nathan lost his helmet too.
So it is going to be 2nd down and 10 or 11. It looked like maybe a busted play there, Joey. It looked like he was looking for a handoff, and it just wasn't to be. So he had to kind of improvise and take off, and didn't get much in the play.
Actually, I think he was trying to go to the right. There was nothing there, so he tried to take it up the middle. And Nathan being a big guy, you would think that he'd get a couple of yards just because he'd run over a couple of people.
All right, we get the play brought in from the sideline. And it is 2nd down and about 10. The ball on about the 26-yard line, and they're going to call a timeout. A lot of confusion down there. So right now the coaches are halfway, meaning the players about halfway out in the middle of the field here. You don't see that very often. They're right out in the hash marks. And timeout on the field. 12-6 are scored. The Bobcats in the lead.
Get your hands up. With so many things to choose from, no wonder many choose to be crunk-free.
We're here at the heart of Dry County celebrating the Soberville victory. So tell me, Eric, what is the secret for you winning the championship?
Staying crunk-free, baby.
This is Sola McSober reporting to you live with the latest sports news.
If you're under the age of 21, you will be arrested, fined, and you will lose your license for 365 days. Know the facts and be part of the solution.
All right, both teams are back. That was a quick timeout. Got a little commercial going on the big scoreboard, but we'll keep the action here. STC. Alvarado, handoff, a reverse again. Got a blocker. That's R.C. Cervantes at the 30. Trying to make a move down to about the 38-yard line. Nice little run that time by R.C. Cervantes. And look who's out leading the interference. The quarterback, number 9, Nathan Alvarado. If we get this on a replay, you're going to see the quarterback on a reverse.
Hey, Nathan's not afraid of contact. He misses one guy. He says, okay, you missed the play. Here we go. Well, he's up there making the block up there. Look at him, throwing his body.
He's a nose guard, isn't he?
Well, he was a linebacker for the South game. He got converted to a nose guard against Rio Grande City, and now he's quarterback.
We got an injury, though, on the play. Number 28, that's the guy who returned the touchdown, the pick for a touchdown, number 28, Cifuentes. And right now, he's down on the field being worked on by his trainer crew out there.
On behalf of St. John, St. Pius,
hey, did I tell you about
we the pastors would like to bestow upon all
he
your
really
present,
loves working on his car.
especially our visiting guests.
I need to work on his car.
Should I bring it in?
Hey, as he's throwing the ball, maybe work on the car.
All right, there you go.
He knows his engines.
He's got a set of wrenches down there. He's ready to go to work.
On this the year of the priest, we want to express to all the people of Weslaco
our
sincere gratitude for all your prayers.
He's going to hobble off. The Kate Center, by the way, named after your father,
the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
They're in Technology Complex.
Right.
Go Panthers!
So, a nice little advertisement on the board from
Father Pat Seitz.
Yeah. Big Panther booster.
Father Pat Seitz is a big Longhorn fan, Terry.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's going on down at Brownsville? 28-0 at halftime. Weslaco East just handing their lunch over. Brownsville Lopez is, what's going on out here?
Unless something really strange happens, they'll be 3-0.
Yes, Weslaco East is, the other two teams were 3A. Some were questioning it. Now they're playing 5A and they rode and doing the job. Cervantes, 35, great block at the 40, 45-50. A great block. I hope we get a replay on this one because that block out there was awesome. I'm not sure if that was number 27, and he was good blocking last week with Servando Herrera. Let's watch it again.
Well, what I tell you, Cervantes is just an inch away from breaking it.
All right, let's watch as he goes outside. Here's a big block coming up, and that's who it was. Number 27, Servando Herrera, with a tremendous block. And once again, the Panthers are moving the sticks in Bobcat territory at about the 48-yard line. Man in motion, they hand off to Cervantes. He's going to come the other way. He's got the man out again, and Herrera, and he kind of pins off a tackler, gets out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So it looks like student body left, student body right on the last couple of plays.
And what they've done, Terry, I think they saw something that Edinburg was not following or was maybe pursuing too much, and they're getting set up for something.
Yep.
Tony V is tricky. He knows what to do, and his offensive staff knows exactly what to do as well.
Well, Cervantes is kind of a runner that kind of follows his blocking and then he'll make the move. Rojas, on the other hand, a kind of a cutback. He'll get to a certain point and then he'll cut back. And he's got the football. 45, he gets to the outside at the 40. He got one man to beat, comes back to the middle, makes another move down to the 35-yard line. That guy is just jitterbugging. If you don't, that jitterbug out of the 1940s, this guy is just Man, he's shifty. Let's just say that.
The kind of moves it reminds me of a Barry Sanders type of runner.
Yes.
He runs straight up north and south, but is actually making people miss at the same time. Right up here. This guy thinks he's going that way. Boom. Rojas goes the other way. Coming back to boom. He goes the other way.
And if he gets loose and gets an open field, he's very difficult to catch.
And we saw that earlier, but a big run.
All right, 35-yard line. Handoff, this one, Burciaga, up the middle, inside the 30. John Rojas, in case you didn't know it, a cousin of Albert Rojas and Marco Rojas.
That's the guy that we talked about.
It is the blood, yes. We remember that after the game. Albert Rojas, just a couple of years ago in the 2006 season at the Alamo Dome. And then Marco Rojas, a great player several years ago. I'm going to tell you, this is a cousin. And I never forget the time. I had this kid in class, 8th grade. He says, "Sir, I'm going to be on the varsity as a freshman next year." And sure enough, at the very end of the season when we went to the playoffs, he got to put a uniform on.
A good bloodlines.
Yep. Rojas again, where can he go? Cuts back into the 28. I'll tell you what he's like. He's like in a basketball. He's like a gym rat. This kid he eats football up. You know, he can do this 24 hours a day. You know, in basketball, you talk about the guy that just lives at the gym. I remember I used to have some tapes, some K-West tapes of football, and I believe it was at the Alamo Dome. And he would want to watch them. He would come into my classroom on his lunch hour or other times and want to watch those football games. He loved it.
He's a student of the game.
And I mean, he just loves the game. He's going to be a coach someday because you know, this guy, like I said, he lives and breathes football, and he's good. I mean, and he's just a junior.
Yeah, and that's the majority of this team, Terry. We talked about this last year.
Dominic Elmore.
A bunch of these guys are sophomores last year, now moving up and get the varsity experience last year. Now they're juniors and getting a lot more playing time. So if they don't do very well this year, if they do very well, doesn't matter. They got that experience.
Reverse again. Trying to come wide. 30, cutting back. Next to the 25-yard line. Cervantes is going to be real close to the first down, depending on where that was one of the quicker moves that I've seen R.C. Cervantes make.
That was one of the best moves that he has ever made. I've never seen him make that kind of move. Yeah, what a great move.
It's going to be close again. Look at that football. It's right on the 25, and we're going to have another measurement. And the clock keeps going down. Remember, we got the ball to start the second half on the kickoff. This drive started back inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line, and they're just marching it down the field and eating up the clock.
Terry, I'm going to make a prediction. This is the first down.
It's going to be darn close. Darn close.
Inches.
Yep. Well, you got your glasses out. Get those binocs out and give me a look here. Our problem is we both wear glasses, so the binoculars have to kind of fit over the glasses.
Well, thank goodness mine are not as thick as yours.
Mine aren't real thick.
Really?
My right eye is thick.
There you go, by inch.
My right eye is thick. My left eye is almost normal.
First down.
I've got one of those. I'm a one-eye person.
One-eye jack.
One-eye jack. There we go.
First down.
Thou shall get a first down. Larry Cardenas brings him out of the huddle. He's the center. He's one of the few linemen back from last year's team. Alvarado. In motion. Inside handoff. Burciaga breaks a hole at the 20, inside the 20 to the 18. Got a nice little hole up the middle. And Aaron getting up kind of slow, but he's getting up nevertheless. He came right back over the center hole by Cardenas.
And Burciaga, really the workhorse of the Panther offense when it comes to running. Rojas getting the outside carries, Burciaga getting the 2 or 3 hard yards right down the middle.
Wanted to recognize a couple more. We'll get the rest of these linemen. Number 53, Aaron Vega, and number 70, Luis Castillo, also on that offensive line. Handoff inside again. Who's that with the ball? Down to about the 15-yard line. It looks like John Rojas. Yes. Rojas getting a few more carries tonight.
Number 22.
On his back was number 10. Well, I thought number 10. No, it can't be. That was the quarterback.
That's number 16, I think.
Yeah, it might be. Anyway, he's down to close to another first down. Maybe a half a yard away. Yep, they got to go to the 15. Yep.
Terry, this has been the most successful drive for the Panthers so far. And they've ran it inside, they've ran it out, they've ran reverses, they've ran long runs. I mean, all kinds of mixed up running plays here. Nothing through the air.
Rojas is out of the ball game. Handoff to Burciaga, trying to get wide. He does. Cuts in. Inside the 15. The pile pushes him down to the 11, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Aaron Burciaga came wide, and then he just the pile just kind of moved.
To number 8, Aaron Burciaga.
It did. Watch this play here. You can see the blockers, Vega out in front of him.
And when he hit the hole, Terry, he had like 4 or 5 Bobcats and just moved it forward. You move your legs, you constantly move your legs in a pile. That's the great sign of a great running back, Terry.
He got a great block from Ralph Garcia on the play. I don't know if they're going to show that replay again, but you'll see number 32 out there as well, along with Vega. And they moved the pile down to the 15, and we're going to move the sticks. Actually, they got down to about the 11-yard line, and it's first down and 10 to go, 6:22 to go on the clock, and there's timeout of the field.
Hey Terry, what makes a good running back, a good inside running back, is once you get hit, you keep on pumping legs, you move forward, and that's exactly what makes Burciaga such a great inside running back.
Should have an opportunity to pursue a college education. Vamos, the Valley Alliance of Mentors for Opportunities and Scholarships. If you're ready to share your knowledge and experience, become a Vamos mentor or sponsor. If you have proven yourself academically and need financial assistance for college, contact Vamos. Vamos, building your dreams.
Well, we got a chance, Joey. You help me out here. The whole KOS crew is here tonight. Val Zamora, Rafael Cavazos. I believe Mike Palacios is here as well.
I think Rafa's here. I think Rafa went with...
Oh, yeah, Rafa's with Weslaco East. But we've got Julian Oliveras. We got Steve Valdez. We got Jim Zavala. We got a great crew here tonight bringing you all the action as we break out of the huddle. Yep. Nathan Alvarado, the quarterback. Hand off to Cervantes, trying to get to the corner at the 10. Still trying to break it, and he gets down and thrown out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Good defense that time by number 16 for Edinburg, and that is, let me get this on the scorecard, Salvador Martinez, but good job by
defensively, number 16.
R.C. Cervantes again.
Well, that's been one of the most successful plays for the Panthers. You go to the left and give it to R.C. Cervantes. Been successful, 5-10 yards every single time he carries the ball.
John Rojas is back in the ball game. The ball on about the 7-yard line here. I'm trying to lose my voice here or something. Another timeout.
Panthers.
Is it the Panthers?
Yep, down to...
well, I'm waiting to see where they're going with this one. I never saw him actually point toward the Panthers.
I thought he did.
Well, I'm not sure.
Or is he pushing his hand up in the air?
Something's going on.
I think they wanted to reset the clock, Terry. That was the whole
be.
deal. It wasn't a timeout.
Come on, Rick.
He said to watch out for you, Terry.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared. Second down. Inside. Whoa, they got him this time. They call that play. They had Cervantes going, and Rojas never even had a prayer on that one. That's going to move it back a couple of yards, and now it's third down and about 11 to go here. Now let's see what happens. Burciaga back in. They've been sending the plays in with Joe DeLeon all night, but he hasn't got the ball yet. That time, the Edinburg defender, number 34, and that is David Guevara, and he was all over that play.
And you have Burciaga in there, so expect an inside run, more likely.
Man in motion. Hand off inside to Burciaga. Breaks a tackle. He's not going to get it, but he's right in the middle of the goalpost at about the 6 or 7.
Fumble?
Are they saying fumble? No, they did, and Edinburg has got it. Oh, my. The turnover's coming at just the wrong time. We've taken the ball all the way down the field. Burciaga, I can see it. He's having trouble holding on to it. And I thought he was down. I really did think it was down.
And Terry, what happens is the Bobcats see it down, and what they do, or they see it being fumbled a little bit, they're going to go after it even more so.
Well, that's one of those plays. If you had this in the NFL in the replay, that ball is down.
Yeah, and Coach Tony V telling the side judge exactly what he believes. It's a bad call.
Yeah, it was. It was not a good call at all. We can see it up here. You can show the replay, but it's not allowable in high school ball. And now Bobcats have got the ball on their own 7-yard line. Tough break for the Panthers. And up the middle, some big rushing put on there by Edinburg. Now we're going to see what their adjustments are at halftime to the Panther defense, which was extremely strong in the first half. He got about 7 or 8 yards on the ball, up to about the 12.
On the carry, number 23, Jaime South.
5 yards. Eric Hernandez bringing one of the tacklers on the play, along with number 58 for the Weslaco Panthers, and that is Danny Rodriguez.
Well, one of the things we have not seen from the Bobcats is
number
their
16, Michael Zuniga.
Very signature quarterback sweep.
Hand off. Again, they got some running room. I got the first down up over the 20-yard line. At least I thought it was over the 20. I guess not. Maybe it's up to about the 17 or 18. Boy, there's a big boy coming up that pile, number 79. Look at the size of that guy.
Yeah, he's one of the best linemen.
He is
On
huge.
the carry, number 36, DeAndre Maxwell.
Michael
Stopped by number
Sepulveda,
29,
offensive guard, and he's got to be, I mean, we're looking at this guy. He's got to be at least 300 pounds, and he's not short. He's tall.
The scouting report gives him three letters. Big.
Big, yeah. Here comes that, oh, there's a fumble coming the other way. Who's got this one? Weslaco, I think, says they've got it. No, Edinburg is down top, but the quarterback dropped it. Watch what's going on with Eric Hernandez. They're showing blitz an awful lot. They were doing that at the end of the first half, and he had trouble with a hand up. But give Escobar credit. He jumped back down on the ball. That could have been bad. I mean, that would have given Weslaco a ball in great territory.
Well, Escobar being a 3-year quarterback, I think. I mean, he's been for the Bobcats, so he's got some composure back there.
Yeah, he did a nice job, but he saved you know, what would be a costly turnover. Second down and about 11 or 12 to go. Pitch out, a little low on the pitch out. Let's see if they go get the runner. 20-yard line. Oh, got some running room and up over the 30. Reyna finally gets a tackle along with Dominic Elmore, but they got some yardage on that particular play. I believe they're going to have the first down. They do.
A couple things on that play, Terry. One, number 36 for the Bobcats.
Maxwell,
yeah, he's been the main runner for the Bobcats this quarter. And then look at this last hit. Boom. Really let him know this is Panther territory.
But he had a lot of room. He got to the corner pretty easy. By the time he got to the corner, he already had 6 or 7 yards.
Well, he's a shorter guy and really hitting the corner before the Panthers even realize he's there.
All right, 1st and 10 as they move the ball to the 32. Handoff in. Oh, they almost got the tackle and lose it. And still going up the 40. Man, this guy is leaving guys in his wake. Finally, again, Sabino Reyna on the tackle. That's number 23, Jaime Sauceda. And he must have broke 3 or 4 tackles going up in the middle there.
And he's one of their main running backs when it comes to the outside. Anytime they need to run outside, he's the guy that they go to. And look at him spin out of a couple of hand tackles or arm tackles.
He got her up to the 43. He got about 11 or 12 on the play, actually the 44. So he got 12 on the play. And first down and 10. As the Bobcats starting to move the football. Handoff coming wide, another run. This time they tripped him up in the backfield. Good defensive play by the Panthers. In the stop, I believe, number 40, Ryan Flores, one of the tacklers.
Well, Ryan Flores against Rio Grande City, Terry, was one of the bright points for the Panthers defense during that game.
All right, maybe a loss of a half yard in the play. Back to about the 43. That's going to bring up second down and maybe 11.
36, DeAndre Maxwell.
Maxwell was the carrier, but he didn't get much. So we're going to try this again here. He hasn't thrown the ball in this half, but he's got a good arm. Pitch out, coming wide. I believe that's Maxwell. Oh, he's got a man to beat, and they knock him down just inside the 50-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down.
What every team has done, Terry, is stop this kid Maxwell. He's very fast. He hits the corner extremely fast, and he can't be tackled very easily. So if you don't stop this kid, he's going to take over a game.
Yep. 49-yard line. Third down and maybe a long 2. Short 3. Let's see what the Panther defense, they've been tough all night long. Man in motion. Handoff again. Can they get to the outside? Yep, they're coming up to block it in. I think they got him. I think they got him on the tackle. Is that Flores again? Let's see here. No, that's Omar Pena. Omar Pena, and he's going to be short of a first down. Are they going to punt? You never know with this quarterback because he is the punter.
You got that little pooch kick thing that they do.
Well, not only that, he can look over the field. If he feels that he can make that 2 yards, he might have the green light to go. All right, our number 1 fan in the stands here.
And you got those 2. Hey, Terry, there you are.
No, that's not me. It's my cousin. All right, 4th down and 1 or 2. They're going to the fans. They're going to go for it. So both fans are kind of up and going here. Ball in the middle of the field. And Edinburg is going to go for a first down.
Quarterback speak, Terry?
We'll see. Look at the Panthers are putting about 8 guys up in the box. And somebody wants a timeout. Yeah,
Edinburg coach is extremely upset. Man, coming on the field right behind the ref, just extremely upset.
Well, they had called a timeout. That's one of the reasons why they're on the field.
That's the second timeout.
57, is that right? 57 seconds to go to the quarter break?
Wow.
We played this fast of a quarter? It is, 12-6, the Bobcats lead.
Well, there's been no runs. No passes.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the video screen on the scoreboard where Pace Healthcare proudly introduces the cheerleader of the week, Elizabeth Glasgow. Elizabeth is the daughter of Patrick Glasgow and Linda Ellengrove. She is the captain of the cheerleading squad and a Hall of Fame cheerleader. Elizabeth is actively involved in the Science Club, the National Honor Society, and the FCCLA. She plans to attend UT Austin and major in nursing. Please join me and the folks at Pace Healthcare as we celebrate this week's Cheerleader of the Week, Elizabeth Glasgow, with a round of applause.
All right, 4th down and just a little over a yard. Both fans on their feet for this one. Escobar, the quarterback, hands off to the second man, and he's got the first down at about the 45-yard line. Didn't make it by much. He didn't need much.
Unbalanced
made it by
line,
about a half
Terry.
a yard or so.
Unbalanced line. They give it to the best running back, and sure enough, Maxwell straight down the middle.
36.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Good stop by the Panthers, but he only needed a little over a yard. And they keep the clock going.
And now the clock is becoming the Panthers' enemy.
Yep. We're down under. We're under a minute to go in this third quarter. Unbelievable how fast it's gone. I don't remember any passing plays.
That's why it's flown by.
Yep. It's just almost like a running clock here. All right, 1st and 10. Showing blitz. Oh, in some trouble is Escobar and tripped up. And I'll tell you what, that all started by, I believe, Eric Hernandez. As he's been doing this. He's trying to time the snap and
quarterback.
He's down. He is not feeling good right now. So we got timeout on the field with a score 12-6 the Bobcats, and we got an injury on the play.
¿Quién tiene la llave para tu futuro?
La educación en una carrera técnica ofrece entrenamiento activo.
Construyendo mi futuro.
Diseño de tecnología me da la experiencia de un trabajo real.
Un paso adelante para obtener el futuro como siempre había soñado.
¿Quién tiene la llave para tu futuro?
Yo tengo la llave.
Para más información, comunícate con el consejero de tu escuela o con el departamento de las carreras técnicas.
Walking off under his own power was Escobar, but we're going to have a new quarterback for at least one play.
Escobar looked like it was cramps. That's a good sign for the
number
Bobcats.
7, Steven Guerrero is going to be the quarterback. 2nd down and about 8. Handoff. Maxwell, they're going to get him at the line of scrimmage. Good tackling that time by Weslaco. And on the stop, that's Dominique Elmore. Now we're seeing those linebackers coming up and making a lot of the stops there, Joey.
Yeah, Elmore, one of those tough hitters, and that's what you need. Into the quarter, Terry.
Yep. Already we're going to the 4th quarter, and the score is what it was at halftime, 12-6 in favor of Edinburg.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I live the Army values. I will never
accept defeat.
I am the guardian of freedom
and the American way of life.
I am the Army National Guard.
Defend freedom. Visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
To go here, showing blitz again. Here they go, big pressure put on the quarterback. He breaks the pressure, now he's going to take off and run, and he's going to get the first down. Guerrero, man, he come around that corner, didn't even hesitate. And he got the first down over on the far side of the field at about the 34-yard line. So that was a huge 3rd down play by a backup quarterback.
And he had a second gear when he went through.
Yes.
He decided to run with it and just burst the speed from somewhere.
Well, he was wide open. They had one guy to beat if you'll watch this. Everybody else is over on the other side of the field, and he went away against the traffic, away from the traffic. And boy, like you said, he just took off on the run.
And we had that safety blitz, but he got outside and just took off.
And really didn't tackle him, he just got out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Man in motion. Guerrero, inside handoff to Maxwell again. Breaking tackles. He's going to get down inside the 30 to the 26. He picked up 7 or 8 on the play. Although Eric Hernandez says, I got the football, but that's not going to go.
Maxwell, one of those tough runners for the Bobcats.
One
of those dangerous runners that we need to stop.
Derek Garcia.
Yep, he sure did. He got some yardage, and the Panthers were all over him. Big stop that time by number 66. One of the defensive linemen getting a stop, and that was Alex Luero. But what they're doing now is they're running the clock. Remember, we got the ball out on the 6-yard line, and we lost the fumble. So let's see if we can do them a favor and take the ball away. 2nd down and about 2. Menchaca in motion, but just a handoff to Maxwell, and boy, he went backwards. They really, I don't know where they're going to give him the forward progress. Maybe the 25, but he got knocked backwards.
Maxwell's met by number 29.
Eric Hernandez again on the stop.
Now this is, again, Maxwell, the workhorse of the Bobcats.
But watch, he just gets stopped in his motion right there. And that's Eric Hernandez, I believe. This kid, you talk about a headhunter. He's the closest thing we've got to just a true headhunter, Eric Hernandez.
We talked about the Panthers hitting hard, and this is exactly what they've been doing this half, Terry, is really making sure the Bobcat runners know the Panthers are there.
Well, this is third down and not even a yard, maybe a half a yard at the most. And they're going to have a very tight formation. Hand off again, and not much, but they're going to get the first down.
That was a different runner.
And getting up off that pile was number 20, I believe.
And Luis Castillo on the stop of number 20, Josh Mariscal.
But he
now,
didn't
you purchased a ticket for that football from the
And here we go. We move the sticks. The clock just keeps moving. The Panthers really need to stop here because they don't.
Excuse me, that's the
way the offense is moving tonight.
Get your tickets out.
They don't want to be down by 2
moments,
touchdowns
we're
against this team.
Reading
Defense
out the
for
lucky
Edinburg has
winner.
been outstanding as well tonight.
Look for your tickets.
You know,
and in a moment,
give them credit.
We'll be reading out the lucky number.
Yeah, we've had one basically bomb tonight, so to speak. And down at the 20-yard line, Ryan Flores with a big stop there. Number 23.
Number 23 on the carry.
That is Salceda, but give credit to Ryan Flores. Watch here on the hit here.
Defensively, number 40, Ryan Flores.
And he spins him down.
Salceda really likes to do that little whirly-burly thing, trying to avoid hitting. He's setting himself up for if somebody really wants to nail him and he turns around.
Ball on the 20-yard line. Second down and about 9 to go. Need to go down to between the 11 and 12.
Steven Guerrero in at quarterback, second and 9.
Motion. Hand off again, right up the middle. This time he's got some running room, but he's inside the 15. And boy, he's getting a big play. And then he's going to leave third and short again. Ibarra and Elmore on the stop for Weslaco, but he's only about a yard short of the first
ticket,
down.
And this is the lucky number.
Really
if you
not miss
have
Escobar
this number, you are the winner of that football.
Here's the stat for you. We are 9 minutes to go in the game.
9-8.
In the second half, there has not been one forward pass, not one for either team.
And you have that ticket.
The ball is not.
And the Weslaco quarterback class thanks you for supporting us.
Yeah, well, they were looking to pass. Yeah.
And their raffle.
And here we go, third down and 1 again. And this the Panther defense been on the field a lot. Inside the 20, the 10, the 5. Fumble! Who's going to go get it? I believe they're going to get a touchdown. I believe Edinburg got it. Yes, they did. They recovered the ball in the end zone. And let's see who's going to get up with the ball. Well, they got the touchdown. Either way, you're going to do it here.
Lucky number, come upstairs.
Salceda carried the ball. He was stripped of the ball near the goal line, and he put it down too early.
Menchaca looked like he got it.
Menchaca, then looked like number 20 got 20. 18-6, the Bobcats in the lead. .32 to go. Edinburg, big extra points coming up here, but well, they capitalized on their drive. It was a long drive, just like the Panthers had a long drive.
Not the way they wanted it to end, but they got the result touchdown.
Yeah, the result
2-point conversion.
Now what you get? Okay, they're going to try to go wide, and number 20 with the ball again. He didn't make it. That's 3 touchdowns and 3 missed extra points. And with 8:32 to go in the ball game, 18-6, the Bobcats.
The Mullen Pension and Benefits Group would like to honor a special person tonight. We would like to introduce the band student of the week, Atanasio Tony Hernandez. Tony is a senior and the son of Anita Kellogg. He has served as a drum major for the Panther Corps for 2 years. This talented musician has been a member of the All-Region Jazz Band for 2 years, an honor roll student, and a participant in the state solo and ensemble contest. Tony's future plans include attending UT Brownsville to study jazz, guitar, and someday working as a college professor. Please join us in celebrating Tony Hernandez, the band student of the week, with a round of applause. The band student of the week brought to you by the Mullen Pension and Benefits Group, hoping you'll enjoy life's benefits. Now, once again, this is your last call on the lucky ticket, or else we'll pull out another one, 320-2298.
All right, here we go. This is going to, if the Panthers come back and win this one tonight, it's going to be one of their great comebacks in the last several years.
Well, I mean, Terry, do you throw the ball now? Do you ditch the run?
Well, remember, we have not thrown a pass in the first half. We had the ball for half a quarter. They had the ball for the other half of the quarter and then some.
And what I got told that we were going to do a two-headed quarterback win. So Eno Reno was in, he was going to throw the ball.
That didn't happen tonight.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, we're going to go down to about the 5-yard line. I believe that's R.C. Cervantes. That's who's got it, 10, and he's all by himself. Breaks a tackle at the 15 to 20. And I'm looking for purple jerseys. All I see are white jerseys. He's by himself.
Actually, they were trying to set up on the far side. He just could not get there in time. It was too far to the near side of us and could not get it.
All right, here we go again. Looks like we're going to start the ball at about the 28-yard line is where I'm looking. Do we need one of those touchdowns here or home runs here? I think we
need a home run from Rojas or
somebody,
from Cervantes.
Alvarado is still the quarterback in I formation. The up back is Ralph Garcia. All right, Cervantes in motion. Hand off to the second man through. Got some opening. 35-40. Can he do it? Rojas to the outside, to the 45 to the 50. He's going to be dragged down to the 40, but a great run by John Rojas.
Running down the left side, picking up garbage at point number 22,
past
John
midfield,
Rojas.
22, almost 32 yards in that carry by John Rojas. Got some great blocking, a little stutter step delay here.
Great players make great plays when it's needed in their team.
And that's the sound of a Panther first down. Okay, we have the lucky winner, Jimmy Montes. Congratulations. You are the winner of the football. And once again, thank you for supporting the Weslaco Quarterback Club.
Big play by John Rojas. And first and 10 for Weslaco. And we got a busted play. This is one of the few penalties we've had lately. Remember, we had some personal fouls in the first half, but we haven't seen as many procedure calls and offsides and things of that nature. Now, it's been a pretty clean ball game when you really think about it.
Yeah.
A little spell in that first half at the beginning, but since then, both teams are playing relatively clean.
We talk about, with the coaches, it drives coaches crazy with silly penalties like that. And for the players, they really pay for it during practice, don't they, Jerry?
This is going to be a procedure call against Weslaco, I'm pretty sure.
We got a legal substitution.
Oh, legal substitution.
On the defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Defense. Well.
And this is exactly what we need, Terry. We need help getting towards that goal.
Well, with 8:05, remember, both these teams are ball control teams, so we'd like to get a touchdown here maybe in the next couple of minutes to make it a one-score ball game. Tony B is only used one timeout. He does guard his timeouts in the second half a little better. Cervantes in motion. Inside hand, nope. Yep, that is an inside handoff. We got 27. New man. Well, he's a new man as far as carrying.
On the carry up the middle, number 27, Servando Herrera.
This guy's all blocking. He's a good blocker. But he got the ball in the carry, and he got spun around. One of those big defensive linemen or linebackers got him and threw him down. We got what? Third down, second down?
Second down,
about four. Hand off. Who wants it? Rojas. Cuts to about the 25. Didn't get any gain on the play. Now we're going to go to third down at about 4.
Terry,
defensive lane number 2, Ciro Reina.
You really miss Randy Lopez.
Yep.
Stopping number 22, John Rojas.
He's a throwing quarterback that can also hand the ball, and that really made the offense stay, give the respect to the quarterback, the receivers as well.
Let's see what this goes to. Third down. This is big for the Panthers because to me, they're not going to punt the ball. They're going to go for a first down in 2 plays if they can get it. Rojas in motion. Inside handoff. And the guy we haven't talked about in a while, I believe that was Burciaga. That's who it was. We haven't talked about Aaron Burciaga almost in the entire second half.
Since that fumble.
Yep.
On the carry up the middle, number 8, Aaron Burciaga.
And now we're
at
fourth down and about 4.
Timeout, Tony B.
All right, timeout on the field. 18-6 the Bobcats.
Hi, I'm Sean Johnson of the 2008 U.S. Gymnastics team. I'm here with our friends from VeggieTales to say, be a player, get up and play an hour a day.
Now that's something to flip for.
Well done. For fun ways to get healthy, visit www.smallstep.gov.
All right, here we go. Big play coming up now, Joey. We got about 4th down and 3. The ball is on the 28. We need to take it to the 25.
And what happens here, Terry, if we give the ball back, we could possibly see the game step out of our phone.
Well, with the ball control that Edinburg has, they haven't thrown in the second half. Cervantes in motion. Hand off again. They've got Rojas down, but there's no penalty. And thrown for a loss for about 3 yards, and it's going to be first down and 10 going the other way for the Edinburg Bobcats.
And the reason they did
John
not call that
Rojas,
face
the
mask
carrier, stopped by number 37, Rogelio Ortiz.
Oh, man, no lie, you're right.
The referee
they're showing the replay. They saw the face mask. John Rojas says there was the face mask. The referees did not call it. Tough break for Weslaco.
Yeah, they were totally out of position, and that's inexcusable.
Watch it again, right there.
Almost tore his head off.
And the referees aren't even look. They're not paying attention to that scoreboard at all, but the fans can see it. And yeah, that would have been a first down and kept the drive going. Now the defense, Joey, has to come up with a turnover because with 6 minutes to go, Edinburg can burn the clock. They're not going to throw the ball now. They send Menchak in motion. Hand off inside, maybe 2 or 3 yards, and all they're doing right now is running the clock. Yeah, and we're going to have to stop it, or we're not going to get the ball back.
Yeah, and this is tough for the defense.
Well, if you look up at the Jumbotron,
you know it's going to come right down.
Those are not America's most wanted. That is your press box staff. Javier Flores, Hugo de Leon, Steve Valdez, that's a nice guy, Matt Donaldson, myself, Marcos Hernandez, and Rick Montaño, and Jim Zavala. Trying to keep it together here under these conditions.
5:45 to go in the ball game. Edinburg with the ball. A gain of about 5 in the play here. Guerrero is coming as a quarterback. And he's been, he took over for Escobar. He's been in there, but all he's done is he's handed off. And he had one of the big plays of the ball game when on third down he rolled for about 12 or 13 yards. And
on the
first
offense,
down, if you remember
5-yard
that,
penalty, still second out.
Yeah, third and long, and Escobar rolled out, avoided the pressure from the Panthers, and scored a first down.
Yeah, but other than that, he's handed the ball off. Second down at about 10.
Nothing's going to change here, Terry.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Who's going to get the ball? That's kind of the question. Hand off to the second man. That's Maxwell trying to get to the outside. Elmore's got him and drags him down. Didn't get much in the play, but what's going on here for Edinburg?
On the carry.
Right now, they've got enough points on the board. What they're worried is just get that clock going.
And they know that they just got to run. Take their time. Tick, it's going off the clock for the Panthers.
Good play by Elmore to come out there, and really this has been a great defensive effort tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have one Panther fan here tonight celebrating a birthday. If you look up at the big screen, that's Hilda Garza and her birthday. It's her birthday, from her family and friends and all of us here at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Happy birthday, Hilda.
Now the defense is going to come up with possibly a turnover here. Fake, and they're going to throw. He's got a man wide open out there at the 40. Breaks a tackle at the 50. Down the sideline, 44-yard line. Payton saves a touchdown. And
number 16, Omar Mena, on the stop of number 20.
Montescalo, he's done a good job here in the second half.
If you would like to have a birthday announcement here at Bobby Lackey Stadium during one of our games,
every time you move the chains,
at K-West, at least a week in advance of the birthday, all you have to do is talk to them. You'll get a picture and a little bit more information to prepare a nice announcement. Contact the fine folks at K-West at 969-6876.
It's just a nail in the coffin every single time they get a first down.
First down, like I said, you just keep the drive going. Right now, they're in no hurry. They're down to 10 seconds on the clock. They're just now breaking out of the huddle. They may or may not get the playoff, but if they do, it's going to be in about 1 second. Guerrero again. Quick handoff. Oh, man at the line of scrimmage. Good tackling by the Weslaco Panthers that time. Looked like Eric Hernandez, number 29, in on the play.
Those are one of those that you feel the next day.
Yep. But like
on
I
the
said,
carry, number 20,
they're getting up slow.
Number 29,
they're going back to the huddle. They're going to take 20-some seconds off the clock. They'll snap the ball with maybe 3 or 4 seconds. And, that's just good, smart football.
Hand it to our defensive line, Terry. You have a huge offensive line pounding on you. Jimmy Montes there, little guy in the middle of the nose guard, taking the pounding, still standing in there and pushing upfield and getting penetration for the Panthers defensive line.
Time of possession definitely belonging to Edinburg tonight. Pitch out, coming wide. And they miss a tackle at the 40. They bring back inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. The
defensively, number 97, on the carry, number 30, Aaron Gonzalez.
Watch Guerrero. He'll
It
pitch
is now
and then
time to honor
he'll
South
follow
Texas
the,
Colleges Veterans
he's
Association
looking for somebody to block,
OTC
but
Student of the Week.
the,
Please focus your
runner
attention
number
on the big
30,
screen
Marie,
and help me welcome Stephanie Marie Villanueva.
30,
Stephanie is a senior and the daughter of Hector
Now
Villanueva.
with third down and about
She
3.
is a battalion commander and has won several awards in junior ROTC, including Best Company.
Got one timeout to stop him.
She is also an outstanding honor roll student with perfect attendance and a commended performance on the reading Todd's test.
Punch in this half. Maybe one at the most. Nobody's, neither team. We've had a couple of turnovers, no, he fakes. He's going to run. He's got a wide open field at the 40 and 35. Cuts at the 30. And down he goes at the 23-yard line. He's going to get the first down and move the sticks at 225.
Well, Stephanie is enlisted in the Marines and will ship off June 14th of 2010. We wish her the best of luck. The proud sponsor of the ROTC Student of the Week is the South Texas College Veterans Association.
He's also a DB.
Let's give Stephanie Villanueva a round of applause.
And he's showing it here.
Well, I'll tell you, he hid the ball real well. I watched the replay.
And if you're still hungry, the pizza is now going for just $1. Please support the senior class there on the south side. The pizza is going for $1. Go get yourself some pizza and support the senior class at Weslaco High.
We're down to 2 minutes to go, and they've had the ball for the last 4 minutes and a half. Trying to get to the outside, cut back against the grain. And that defense has got to be getting tired, but they're out there. They're still out there fighting and clawing. They being the Panthers. Montiel, one of the tacklers on that particular play, but we're now under 2 minutes.
On the carry, Josh Marty Scott.
It's been a night, our first night.
The Valley Grande Institute would like to honor this week's Athlete of the Week, Omar Pena Jr. Omar is a senior and the son of Omar and Melba Pena. He is number 16 and a running back for the Panthers football team.
What a venue for football.
He's a 3-year Letterman varsity football player and has been a tremendous force on the team.
Yep, it sure is.
After graduation, Omar would like to study culinary arts at Sam Houston State University.
Well, they're talking about in a few years to bring in maybe a regional final down to the Valley. Wouldn't this be quite a sight for it?
Well, Terry, we talked about this off the air a while back. Was that
36, Deandrick Maxwell on the carry.
Showcase. It should have been here.
Valley Grande Institute recognizes the leadership of this young athlete and supports and asks that you support Omar Pena with a round of applause.
On defense.
The best complex and the best run scoreboard.
That's a third timeout.
1:08 to go in the ballgame. Weslaco finally calls their last timeout with third down and short. And right now, what they're trying to do is maybe stop them on third down.
And Terry, let me go back to the scoreboard. We talked about the scoreboard being one of the best in the Valley. People try to emulate us constantly. Donna next door had a scoreboard up there. Beautiful little scoreboard, but you know what? It's not how it looks. It's how who runs it. And we have some of the greatest guys, football guys, sports guys, who come up here and make this the entertaining show for the entire Weslaco school.
Well, once again, we'll mention again, it's the K-West crew that really does a tremendous job. Jim Zavala.
Jim does all the graphics that you see up there. So if you guys like the graphics on the scoreboard,
the graphics on the other scoreboard, at the other billboard on the other end of the field.
He's a talented guy.
Yeah, talented guy. We got Jim Zavala, Steve Valdez. Who else we got up here? We got Val Zamora is up here. He's running the upstairs camera. We got where we got down Julian Oliveras.
Julian is downstairs doing the switching.
Who are my camera guys?
We got Mike over here on this side, on the right hand side. We got Danny Ramos.
Okay.
And we're Group Gabriel Cruz on that.
Yeah,
he helps out there.
He runs the K-Band for the Weslaco School District. He runs both schools, but he does a great job. Oh yeah, and we got Rick and Matt up here in the score, and they're keeping score. They're running the score clock. They're not used to working outside. They're always indoors.
Yeah. This is different.
All right, here we go. Third down and 1. Man in motion has been Chaka. Fake. And they're going to get the, I don't know if they're going to get the first down. I don't think so. He was short. You know, Vin Chaka has not touched the ball in the second half.
Deandrick Maxwell on the carry, stop by number 35, Michael Thompson. Once again, we'd like to thank our many sponsors for participating and supporting Panther UIL athletes here at Bobby Lackey Stadium. As you shop Weslaco and our surrounding communities, remember these companies and support them as they support both academics and athletes here at Weslaco ISD. Please take time and thank our sponsors. Of course, we'd also like to thank the great camera crew from K-West for providing us with the great highlights. And stay tuned to K-West for future broadcasts of tonight's game.
Fourth down and about 1. Guerrero, handoff, inside, got the first down and then some down to the 10. They don't even have to snap the ball. Nope, it's over. Neither team has it. Well, Bobcats have one timeout, but the clock is at 16, and as soon as they start the play clock, they're going to take it down.
One of our newest sponsors here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, the sponsor of Tubits.
Play of the
good folks at one of the newest businesses here in Weslaco, Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Just before halftime, when Weslaco had the momentum, was going.
We thank you for coming out tonight and supporting your Weslaco Panthers. And don't forget to support them as they hit the road next week and go and open District Play in Los Fresnos. And time expires here at Bobby Lackey Stadium. And the final score, the Weslaco Panthers 6, Edinburg Bobcats 18. Please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
They get their first win.